All right, I don't care who does recap, but it's got to be quick.
Okay, I can do a very quick one.
All right, so real quick, introduction time.
Hello, I'm Joe. I play Luke, the Green Pit Viper Ranger, and the Dimension Storm team leader.
My name is James, and I play Charlie, the Yellow House Cat Ranger.
I'm Juan, and I play Javier.
My name is Jay. I play literally everyone else. And welcome back to Power Rangers Dimension Storm, our second section. Back to normal, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Here comes James with the recap.
Concluding their business with Stanley Burke, the Batman, the team returns to the alley. Orion updates them on the Lone Ranger's activities in the 1970s and mentions that the Life Force Rangers have been malfunctioning sort of as a team, dealing with their own things. They shared their admiration for Stanley's skills as Luke plays a Batman video game, and they talk about Batman with Jiraiya, who, Charlie then is talking about upgrading his ninja skills. Jiraiya says, "Oh yeah, I can even teach you a couple of things. I can even grow big." So they decide to go do that in the pocket dimension where Bubbles resides. Haya discusses just being distressed about the behavior of the morphing grid. Charlie asks Jiraiya to teach him ninja powers. Charlie accidentally soils himself while practicing his new abilities. Charlie cleans himself in a creek and is comforted by Jiraiya and eventually Hiera, who he then asks to be his girlfriend. They all gather to watch Luke play video games some more, where Luke notices the awkwardness between Charlie and Hiera. Luke privately talks to Charlie about consent and reveals that he comes out of the closet to Charlie, and it's a really nice moment. Allie witnesses Charlie and Hiera's interactions and is excited for their potential relationship. Charlie attempts to practice dating in a simulation room, but it fails when the AI kicks him in the groin. Luke discusses safe sex with Javi, who suggests asking Hayakawa for guidance. The team eats together, with Hayakawa and Hiera preparing the food. Orion joins them without his gear, revealing his feral tiger form, which startles Charlie and Javi. Orion expresses fatigue and mentions Marcus increasing in power before retiring to his room. The Lone Ranger sends a message claiming to have shot Marcus in the head, and still being alive somehow and having calmed down after something else, prompting speculation about a potential trap or who knows what. And that is what happened on the last episode.
All right.
To clarify, Luke was not talking to Javier about Javier having safe sex. He was trying to get help from Javier about talking to Charlie eventually about that. And Javi took it very literally in the moment.
Let's go talk to Hayakawa right now.
Yep.
Dicing onions, and he's like, "Excuse me?"
All right. So as we left off before we ended last session, they had Allie and Orion had listened to the last transmission they had received, but in the middle of the night, of the Lone Ranger talking about him and Marcus, and now Orion knows that he's there. Orion will be doing his best to rest up entirely to prepare for what is to come. So y'all are all waking up. Oh, real quick before we start anything, Juan. So for the ultimate move for the Blast Megazord, everyone's thinking about incorporating all three parts, which is basically United States of Smash.
Sounds epic.
All right, cool. We just need a name for it. So y'all just need to think of a name. I just have it as ultimate attack right now, but we can do that later. So you all went to bed. However, Luke,
Oh no.
time.
Oh no. It's nightmare time.
No. So Luke, you drift off into your sleep, eventually opening your eyes to a very mystical jungle-esque forest. However, you notice you are very tiny. You are small.
Oh shit.
And you don't feel your arms or your legs moving around a little bit. If you would like to roll me perception.
Oh my god.
Or alertness, whatever it is.
How is a 17 critical success?
You come to find out that you are a green little snake. Unable to see a reflection, you do not know what kind of snake you are, but you are a green snake. You are being driven by something you do not understand as you start to make your way through the forest. You eventually come across a bit of a pond that you cannot cross. You are unsure about how to proceed, but it's not just you. You are feeling animalistic instincts from the snake whose vision you are currently looking through. Both of you making decisions together as a whole. Out of the water before you appears a big gator.
Oh no.
Not a gator. No, my bad. I forgot my notes. Appears a big turtle, an alligator snapping turtle.
Turtle.
The
Oh god.
turtle tells you that she will carry you across the pond, as long as, upon going across the pond, you slither up the tree and you knock her down one of the apples that are growing. The snake itself hesitates, but you, as you are in your own person, do you trust the alligator snapping turtle to ride on her back across the pond as you feel something pulling you across the pond deeper into the forest?
Mm, yes, I will. I will take her up on her offer.
So you slither on the alligator snapping turtle's back. The snake is very nervous and cautious. It does not know why it moves, but it does move onto the alligator snapping turtle's back. Along the way, the alligator snapping turtles talks a bit and says that after she eats this apple, she will take her way upstream, further away from this land, as she has noticed that the forest speaks, and as the forest speaks, it thrives in pain and agony. Some of the animals do not look normal, as if they are plagued with an evil sickness. She recommends that you do the same whenever it is you are done doing what you are doing. And as you make your way across the pond, she gets you to where you can slither back up. The snake wishes to get out of there and does not wish to keep the word. However, are you going to climb the tree and knock down the apple?
Yes.
The snake yet again moves and is unaware of why it is doing what it does. As you go up the tree, you are successful with knocking the apple down, and the alligator snapping turtle wishes you best and thank you for your cooperation as she takes the apple and makes her way upstream away from whatever this is. As you slither back down, or you can slither further up the tree to get a good view of the canopy if you wish.
Hmm. I would like to see what's going on around me. Yeah.
You slither more up the tree, and as you in the canopy, you are currently facing to the east. The sun is high in the sky as it is noon. Would you like to look in all directions? Nothing you can see in the east, but you can also take a good 360 look if you would like.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look around, mostly in the direction of whatever is pulling me.
So in the east, you cannot quite see what is pulling you, but to the northeast and turning into north, you can see what appears to be a big city of sorts. This city appears to be almost medieval. You can see stone pillars and a massive wall surrounding this city, and it seems to plague a bit of the north as well. Going to the west, however, things appear to change as the land stretches and goes, and your eyesight is not capable of seeing past what is there. As you turn to the southwest, things seem to tell a different tale. There is darkness looming, not storm clouds, not normal storm clouds. This appears to be something unnatural as the snake's body withers in fear. You are not quite sure what you are looking at, even with your own eyes. You cannot comprehend what this could possibly be as it envelops most of the south and parts of the southwest. Even the southeast, to a degree, is plagued with these dark, overlooming clouds. As red lightning strikes occasionally up at the top, you can see it flashing and a bit of the roaring of the thunder. The snake's body takes control and wishes to get back down to the ground as it slithers down the tree in fear, but yet you still feel a pull coming to the east. Are you
I'm gonna.
going to follow the pull?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we crossed the river.
So you continue against the snake's wishes to make it go as you slither around the forest, going through crevices, over sticks, twigs, going over rocks. You feel yourself getting closer and closer and closer. The land elevates a little bit more as you get closer to your goal, but it does not discourage you but the snake is still very weary. But eventually, as you start to get very, very close, you can see a big tree through the grass and stuff, and you feel that is your destination. The tree, you are a bit on elevated land, but you go towards the tree. But before you get to the tree, you feel the presence. Before you can get to your goal, a decently sized red bird drops in front of you. This bird has the afflictions that the alligator snapping turtle had warned about. You can see what appears to be rock and ash and dark veins growing through its body, as one of its eyes has already been consumed by this sickness, this darkness. You can feel it is unnatural. This bird is sick, dying potentially. It rages and roars as it starts to move towards you. You and the snake alone are both feeling a great fear, as this snake knows it cannot fight off the bird. Before the bird can fully lunge at you, a hand grabs it, pulls it down as you hear it squawking, as you hear a nurturing voice. The voice is telling it to relax and calm down as a light shines really bright through the grass, the tall grass and the rocks. Eventually, the bird no longer sounds sick as you move through the forest and continue. You see a man with his back turned, wearing purple robes, the bird in his hand looking healthy, happy, cured from its affliction. As you continue through the tall grass to get a look at the man prepares to walk away, gathering his staff near the tree, when all of a sudden he stops. He hesitates. He feels something. He turns and he looks at you. At first, nothing, just, oh, a snake. And then something happens. His look becomes that of confusion. He can feel you. And you can feel that he knows that you're there. As the man gets closer, he says to you, "No, that's not right. You can't. I can see you." He lets out a hand. "We've been waiting for you and your two friends. I must follow you." But the dream starts to end as you are pulled away. He panics as he tries to reach for you, but he is not able to hold you. The image of the man is dropped in lore.
Didn't I say that it kind of looks like Andrew? Didn't we say it looked like Andrew Garfield, even blurred?
You did, yes,
That's
you
funny. You're probably just like, ugh.
did. Yeah, I was like, damn.
Garfield, kind of like the Doctor from Doctor Who. No, for the listeners, it's what's his name?
It's Lagon.
It's Lagon. We will make sure to drop the picture that I made. So you wake up, and you have no idea what just happened to you or what you just witnessed. This was nothing like you had done before. You had choices, you made decisions, You made a snake go against its animal instincts in search of something that was pulling towards you, not just a regular vision. This happened in real time, and you don't quite understand as you wake up to collect your thoughts.
When Luke was looking in the direction of the city, did he spot any sort of coat of arms or anything? I know it was far away, but
It was too far away, but you could tell that it was a city. It had a massive wall. Perhaps it had stone pillars, and maybe insinuating that there is a castle there, a big castle.
okay. And there were storm clouds with red lightning.
Coming from the south.
Mm-hmm.
One detail too, I did forget in the moment as I was reading my notes. I glanced over it. Beyond the city, you could see massive mountains.
And mountain. That's something to unpack later.
So, that being said, it's time for everybody to wake up. As you all start your mornings, we just had Luke's dream, so I'll move on to the next person. Javier, what are you doing when you wake up?
You just woke up, right?
Yeah.
He's just gonna go take a shower.
Okay. As y'all know, breakfast is always prepared. But if y'all wish to do anything before breakfast, just a reminder. So if you're gonna take a shower, Charlie, you just woke up. What are you doing?
I wake up and I'm gonna run through the halls to the kitchen. I'm okay. My intention is, if she's not awake yet, to gather up some food and bring it to her room.
Depends on what time you wake up.
I mean, I guess normal time. So she's probably already awake. How about that? Like, my intention is that, but like I wake up at like not an early hour, so she's just already in the kitchen. So instead of doing that, I just let that go, join her, and have breakfast
Yeah.
with her.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I don't
So
think so. I made this one. I just put the line myself.
if you wake up at a normal time, because Hayakawa wakes up at about 4 to 5, maybe about 5, depending on how long he sleeps.
I was about to
and
say, usually it's either Luke up first or Hayakawa up first.
Yeah, and if Hayakawa was up first, and he probably told her when he would prepare breakfast, she's probably already awake, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. It might have been also creepy if I'd done that. Oh, the pictures changed in Roll20. Ha ha! Sorry, I didn't even realize I wasn't on Roll20. I'm logging in now, and I see that the season 2 image has been uploaded. That is awesome.
Oh yeah. I gotta get rid of Frightwing now.
Where's my man? Frightwing, come back! Ooh, I almost put Fred in there. Okay, I bust up into the kitchen. I pass the toaster tart pantry. And then I come and wait, first I'm gonna grab a plate and sorry Luke. I'm just all over the place. I get behind Luke and I'm kind of waiting and put some stuff on a plate. All right, I go and I just kind of tell Hiera, good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Hayakawa. Good morning, Luke.
Hayakawa and Hieta are preparing with help with the little robots to prepare the table for the food. Our robots have already started to put some plates with food on the table.
Has anybody else been having weird dreams?
Like what?
Oh, I had a dream that like me and Shrek were like best friends, and we were like having a toaster tart eating contest. It was awesome.
Just cool shit.
Just cool shit like that.
No Shrek related dreams.
Sucks to be you. No, I don't say that. I'm just kind of like, oh well, you should watch more Shrek.
Okay.
That's the cure to you not having premonitions and choose your own adventure dreams anymore.
Just fucking no, because then Shrek's there, and instead of it being Draken beating the fuck out of Marcus, it's just Shrek. Bobby slips in the shower. No.
What? No. I'm coming to help you.
We don't know.
I
Do we
sense
hear a
it. I have a
thud? Do
special
we hear a
bond.
thud above us?
We hear the singing stop suddenly.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna hear the singing that far down.
Hey, it didn't
Okay,
end
well,
when we heard it throughout the.
yeah. Hey, you didn't. So Hoppy, you did not end up breaking your face or anything. You managed to kind of catch yourself somehow, and you're fine. You're Gucci. So
You're even better than before. Is there
So
anything I can do
eventually-
to help in the kitchen?
you can
Set plates?
set plates with the robots and help them
Oh,
if you would
hell
like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So you start setting the table. If you wanted to, you could even draw on the table if you want to like show where the plates are. Eventually, Jiraiya, wearing just pants and a tank top with Major Bedhead, walks through. Looks very tired.
I picked the wrong romantic partner. Hey, yo! The sweatpants.
So, well, we're like those very loose, decent like sleeping pants. Not probably like sweatpants, but they are like those very comfy sleeping pants.
Slutty sweats.
He looks fucking exhausted as he just goes and sits down as he sees the robots and everything setting the table. A robot goes and puts a thing of coffee in front of the Jiraiya, and Jiraiya just says, "Thanks, Allie." And Allie from the robot is just like, "You're welcome." And the robot hops back down as the table is almost fully set.
Always weird whenever I hear Allie's voice come out of old Pukey.
Hmm.
Who?
I call him Pukey because he cleans up puke.
Oh, I mean, all the robots kind of do that, but yeah.
Call them all Pukey. No, I don't.
So, hey, Jiraiya, you good?
Yeah, as he takes a sip of his coffee, I just had a really rough night. Do you know about what happened yesterday? You do, right? Yeah.
Luke nods.
Yeah, I had a dream about my old team and about a similar situation with ninja powers going wrong, and I just kind of stayed awake after that. And I tried to like burn energy in the training room, and that didn't work out too well. I just probably got like maybe 3 hours of sleep in total. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just, do we know how close we are to getting back? Hayakawa interjects, turns around. According to everything, we should be here pretty soon, actually. We maybe like within the next 2 hours, tops, perhaps. I did notice, however, Orion kicked the engines up last night, so it might be sooner than we think.
Okay, so we'll be getting back into things pretty quickly. But Jiraiya, I get what you mean. Dreams like that always suck.
Yeah, they do, but it's fine as long as. I mean that's something to worry about, but I just he just kind of like very awkwardly puts his hand on Charlie's shoulder as he's putting plates down. I just hope that you don't hate me.
Absolutely not. I actually wanted to thank you for just displaying like your friendship to me and helping me kind of like going to get me new clothes and get rid of my other clothes and helping me spare me the embarrassment and stuff. It showed me that you're actually, I knew you were a really good friend, but I don't know, I feel closer to you now. I kiss him.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
I just want to love everyone. Orion, get your fuzzy ass down here.
Quit slipping in the shower.
he took 1 damage this time, so poor Javi. So anyway,
Jesus Christ.
I feel like Javi, at some point, if you'd like to come down, you can after the shower and the slipping. If you would like to join the conversations being had, but the table is pretty much set, and everyone can start taking their seats if they would like. Hayakawa takes his seat.
Moody's got a chair.
So,
I was like, I'm not sitting next to the cat. I'll sit by
describe the second fall for me, Javi, so I can tell where
You know
you probably.
You know how when you're putting your leg over the edge, like or over the fucking thing, the tub itself, and then you're trying to get out. He slipped. I'm trying to get the second leg out.
Oof.
Ooh, yeah, so you probably would land on your. We're gonna say you have a noticeable slight bruise on your arm. If anyone would like to try to see that. Yeah, so Hoppy comes down. Not perfectly dry. That's enough. That's very much enough. And you do notice the bruise on his, we'll say his left arm, the slight bruise.
He's not going to say anything. He's just making a mental note of it.
Okay. So you're all enjoying breakfast pretty good. Y'all hear the oh so familiar heavy footsteps.
Oh, clunk, clunk, clunk. Darth Vader's back.
I would make him a large token, like a 2x2, but that would take up too much space. So I'm keeping him as a 1. But he is big. He's definitely big.
7 feet tall.
Yeah. So he walks in. He's even got like his fur all over is like very messy. Especially at the top of his head. He kind of does have a bit of a mane, kind of like. I know it's not usual for tigers, but he's not exactly a normal tiger, and he has lion powers, so he has kind of a mane. Imagine that, but it's kind of very dready naturally because of how long he's fucking had it. But it looks messy. His fur looks messy. He looks messy. So yeah, he does not also look very good at all. Apparently, a lot of people did not get good sleep last night. So he steps forward, he looks at Hayakawa. He just kind of stands there looking at Hayakawa. Hayakawa not noticing him.
In Japanese, Luke's gonna be like, Hayakawa, move.
What? Oh! Hey, you also look really rough. You and Jiraiya both apparently didn't get sleep last night. You're sitting in my chair. I mean, well, the cat's in that chair, and I didn't want to like be against the wall, so I figured I'd just sit here. Then you go around with the cat and sit in the other chair.
You need to learn how to be nicer to kids. It's you move your feet, you lose your seat. First come, first serve on chairs. Sit where is available, dog.
So he's big. Getting here to the wall is gonna be cramped.
You know
for
what?
him.
Hayakawa, move over. You're absolutely right. No.
Kamuri hops over to the chair next to Javier.
I love that cat icon.
And then Hayakawa just kind of shoves things over. And then Orion goes to the dishes section and pulls out his massive fucking bowl again.
Food bowl. Oh, here we go. It's gruel time.
It says like Orion with like a cat paw on it.
Is that racist? That feels racist.
Kind of racist.
It was given. I was gonna say it was given to him by Dulcina, so he just uses it.
So he starts piling food in, and as he's piling food in, so if I could get everyone's attention, we are approaching 6-L324, and we are going to have potentially a lot to talk about, but that is for later after breakfast. For now, I do have some things to say. Off the top of my head, the Lone Ranger is not alone in his endeavor. An unlikely ally has presented himself. The ally in question is Marcus,
Luke spits his fucking coffee, and it sprays. Oh, he tries not to hit Javi, but part of it hits Javi.
Charlie spits eggs all over Javi.
Hot coffee, and then eggs.
Yeah, Javier's just gonna be like, I just took a fucking shower.
I gotta take another one, and it's dangerous in there.
He's gonna get up to go change to go get changed, and he's gonna slip again in the coffee.
Just a
I'm so sorry about that, Javi. But did you just say Marcus? Marcus Mitchell Marcus? Or maybe somehow, please tell me Moreland has been revived and he's helping the Lone Ranger?
Moreland is dead. You all watched him die.
I know, but that would be more plausible than Marcus
He means Mitchell. He means Marcus.
Right.
He means.
But okay. What?
Apparently, we got another audio log as we got closer to the universe that apparently Marcus had showed back up while the Lone Ranger was upstate, and they had a quick, but very quickly resolved tussle, which ended in him shooting Marcus in the head, and then them coming to terms with some stuff. And apparently, that was a few days ago, close to a week. So, been there for a minute now. But however, I do not like this. Marcus is a target, and the Lone Ranger might be targeted by Hyperforce because it does not seem he is going back.
That's where we ran into them at first, was in 6L324. That's where they opened the portal and we saw Wes.
Yes, but apparently y'all have changed the Lone Ranger's mind, and he has still been waiting there and picking up the slack, as mentioned.
I mean,
But
he seemed weird during the fight with Marcus, like after watching us all. What? Oh, what?
I know he mentioned wanting to talk with us.
yes, but that could also be a trap, which is why I prepared for the worst. He reaches behind himself and he asks for Javi's attention as he chunks something your way.
I'm gonna it slaps me in the side of the face because I'm busy with the eggs.
Is that the white dino morpher?
So you get slapped in the face by something that falls into your eggs, and it is indeed the white dinomorpher.
God damn.
Are you sure that's such a good idea, Orion? I know this is serious, but
He's never mind. Go keep going.
It is a waste. All of the corruption has left his body, so he would be starting from scratch. If he gets there again, I'll rip it off of him. I'm hoping I don't have to, because it will not go as easy next time. So I suggest, yet again, using it when necessary. That is why I'm giving it to you. Do not make me regret it. If I have to, I will turn my arm into metal and chop it off next time, and you will not have an arm.
So what I'm hearing is that I can have a metal arm.
We will. Hayakawa's just like, well, I could, and then Orion just kind of like interjects him, and he's just, we will not allow you to get another arm for at least a long time.
He looks like he's really mulling it over, and he's just gonna be
Use
like,
it.
all right.
Use it if necessary.
He's gonna slap that baby back on his still scar on his old scar.
Good. Now kill the cat.
He's immediately gonna morph. No, I'm playing.
But so yes. Another thing, I think Hayakawa has finally finished the configuration on y'all's new Megazord. It was not difficult.
New Megazord.
Hayakawa pipes up and he's like, yes, I finally figured out how to incorporate 3 of your new Megazords. Was going to do 4, but me and Orion tried to find the giant dinosaur flying around in the jungle dimension, However, it is not in the best of mood. It might be now that you've got the dino power back, but it's best to not include it until it is fully cured. And Bubble seems to be handling it very well. But we put everything together. It's fantastic. You guys are going to love this. It is called the Blast Megazord.
A Blast Megazord. That sounds pretty cool.
It stands for Bubbles, Lightning Cruiser, Atom, and I forgot the rest. But it doesn't matter. It was a really cool acronym, and I forgot it, but that's fine. Y'all are gonna love this thing. The moment y'all get to use your Zords, you should use the Blast Megazord with the Frog and Bubbles and the Lightning Turbo Megazord. It's gonna be great.
Will we have to use one or the other since we have to pilot these things?
Well, that's the thing. You see, I mean, we were trying to focus on integrating, as Allie wants to do more on the off the ship, integrating her AI into the Dimension Megazord, so she could potentially pilot it if necessary. But now you'll also have another Zord, which Bubbles, being the way that he is, if need be, he could control it from within. So you technically have two robots that could pilot themselves, depending on which one you use. But there's also a caveat to this, and Orion speaks up after gorging himself in his bowl. Using two at the same time when it is unnecessary could cause unnecessary destruction and could hurt more lives than it could save. So for now, I would say only one at a time, and if the situation calls for it, I will allow you to use both. And also, you have Hayakawa and his Mega Winger that can also provide very good assistance as well. So I would assume at first, if you need extra help, Hayakawa will be there, and if you need more help than that, a second Megazord to be piloted either by Bubbles or by Allie herself. Or if one of you think you can handle it, one of you can pilot one on your own. But also, not to forget, you have Jiraiya, which is good because the Red Lightning Turbozord houses the cockpit and is very similar, if not the exact same, to the Turbo Megazord that is in our files, which houses 5 people.
Okay, so we have a new Megazord. Javi has the white Dinomorpher back. I feel a little bit better about that, but I feel like we glossed over Marcus Mitchell working with the Lone Ranger to do what now?
To fight off the Hiera, what did you call them? Barbins? She quickly Balbins? Your English is very weird to a degree, but not so much. It's either way. Well, the Balbins, space pirates, they have been fighting them off and keeping them from causing destruction. They have thrown a bit of decency of monsters their way. Lots of different things called Majins, apparently, which Hiera is one of them. And Lone Ranger did learn, which I also learned from talking to Hiera, their ranks are very all of the generals of captains they have want to prove that they are the best and that their warriors are the best to action. So there is a lot of discourse that we could potentially exploit. Why fight the enemy when you can make them fight themselves?
Maybe
But
that's just what the Lone Ranger and Marcus are doing. They're not necessarily trying to help Mariner Bay, but it's just like a grab for power.
potentially. But the Lone Ranger apparently has made quite the impact on the community. And I will make sure that that is true when we get there. So I'm hoping that this will be not a trap. And at worst case scenario, if it is a trap and Marcus is not there and it's a lie to lure us there, if need be, I have gotten plenty of rest and I will do what I have to keep the mission going.
So we're going back to deal with the mess that we left behind because the Life Force team disappeared, it seems. Lone Ranger has been picking up the slack, and for some fucking reason, Marcus is helping him.
the Life Force team did not disappear. It seems they are depressed, broken. They refuse to help. And one of his audio
When I
logs.
say disappear, I don't mean literally. They're doing what I did.
Yes. But the Lone Ranger tried, and they did not reciprocate the feeling of trying to help. I think he even said Jackie shot him. So that is not our problem. If they wish to remain broken forms of their former selves, they can stay that way. Our job is to eliminate the Balban threat and save the planet from destruction, since its own rangers seem to not be able to answer the call to action.
It's hard whenever you lose people to feel like doing much, so I can at least empathize with how they're feeling. That being said, let's, I guess, go see what we're getting ourselves into.
Yes, so eat up, and I would say just prepare for potentially anything. We could get there and they could have invaded fully, and we could be dealing with a full-on invasion. I would rather hope that is not the case, and they are like most other villains and bad guys, and they just proceed to only send one thing down every other week. Maybe they're horrible, maybe they spend a light inconvenience. We will find out.
Oh, well, I've lost my appetite. I'm going to clean up my plate, kind of step back. Actually, Luke, Javi, can I talk to y'all somewhere, like in the research room?
Yeah. Sure.
Javi, are you gonna go?
Yeah. Yeah, get up and follow him.
Hey, Luke, I actually just wanted to bring you in here and us sort of like the OGs, not to try to like separate us from our friends or anything, but I just wanted to ask you how you're handling this news and if we can do anything for you. Also, how do you want us to proceed depending on what happens? Because I gotta say, I do not like Marcus. And I really want to. I thought the next time I saw him, I was gonna lose control, and I don't know what I was gonna do, but I've got a newfound sense of hope, I guess. Standing over there by the window.
Yeah. Luke kind of turns and he's just staring out the window for a minute. Listen. I don't blame you for disliking Marcus. I don't blame either of you for feeling however you feel about him. I'd understand if you both kind of fucking hated him. Honestly, he's not exactly been very friendly. He's tried to kill us a few times. I want to hope that maybe this means he's changing, if that's even fucking possible. If what Orion says is true, and the Lone Ranger has been doing good, and been fighting off the pirates when he didn't really need to stick around and stay to do that, and if for whatever reason Marcus is working with him and also fighting off the pirates and helping when he didn't really need to stick around and stay to do that,
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like why did they both stay? Why, especially Marcus? Why did he stay there? Why is he helping? It just feels very
weird.
It feels very out of character from what we've come to know about this version of him, but 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 it's not out of character for the version of him that I knew. And I don't know what to do with that.
I put my hand on Luke's shoulder, and I just kind of like try to comfort him. And I kind of look at Javi, and I look back at Luke, and I say, I didn't expect that news at breakfast. And I know we all still need to process this because we just learned about it, but whatever happens, I'm going to not try to get in the way. I'm going to try to follow your lead. And I understand if it's going to be confusing. But I'm not going to do anything to squash hope, if that means anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Javi.
What I'm going to ask Javi is like, are you willing to agree that if anything happens, we let Luke take the reins on the Marcus situation, and we observe first, ask questions second, and then attack only if need be?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because at first, like before breakfast, I was like, if I see Marcus, it's on site.
It's on site, exactly. But yeah, all right.
So that's what we're
Reluctantly, he's gonna agree.
Yeah. I'm yeah. It's it's a tough situation. So that's what we're just making sure that Luke knows is that we're here. We're just
Right.
here if you need us, and we're not going to do anything rash right away.
Yeah. Totally.
It just Luke turns around and looks at both of you. I just feel like it's really unfair that either of you even have to think about that. You know, like it'd be a lot simpler if this was just some random asshole that for some reason is now working with someone that we thought might be an ally. It'd be a lot less complicated.
I'm sure being a Psycho Ranger stripped away a lot of layers of who he is, but just like Shrek, he's still got layers.
Yeah.
Exactly how he's gonna point at you and be like, exactly like Shrek.
I guess.
We got to show this kid some different movies.
Like Shrek 2.
Oh, he's seen it. Yeah, we've seen all of them.
Oh, we've seen all of them?
Yeah, we watched all those Shrek movies.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just one and we moved on to a different one.
Is it confirmed that we got like Shrek from like that Allie has pulled Shrek from other dimensions, so we've seen movies that haven't been released?
Yeah, y'all have anytime say y'all go to a place with internet, she pulls like a fuck ton of media. So it could be The Dark Knight, but instead of in this version, Heath Ledger didn't die, so The Dark Knight Rises is actually good.
Oh man.
Damn.
Charlie requests mostly Shrek movies ever since we had that watch party.
Interstellar, but it wasn't Mr. Man being a piece of shit.
All right,
Dr.
well,
Man.
I feel like I've
Survives.
stated what I needed to state. Make sure that Luke knows that we've got his back, and we're not going to do anything crazy. I go to the training room and I want to spar with Marcus Mitchell. I'm kidding.
I'll also join. No.
No. Are you good, Luke?
Yeah, Luke's fine. He just kind of waves you guys off.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to breakfast and help clean up. Orion, you need to run a comb through that. I'll do it. You want to spend some time? I'll brush your hair.
It's not mad, it's just dreaded.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna mess with that then.
So, anything else anyone would like to do before we end the morning breakfast?
What about second breakfast? No.
He makes a good point.
Luke will come back in here and just kind of grab another cup of coffee and just sort of take a minute.
So, if there's nothing else anyone would like to discuss at breakfast, the breakfast ends, and what would y'all be doing? Probably around like close to noon.
You know what Luke's doing?
Crying.
He's not. Well, he already got that out of his system. He's laying on his bed
With a fleshlight in hand. No.
No! He's laying on his bed. Commodi's probably laying on his chest, and you know what CD is playing. You know what fucking CD is playing.
Everybody hurts.
How could this happen to me?
No. It's the he's being self-destructive just a little bit.
Oh, you gotta play the music back if you don't feel the pain properly.
Yeah, he's being a little bit
having to listen to the song again because it didn't hurt me just the way I wanted it to hurt me.
Exactly.
He's playing the mixtape he made for Marcus.
It's just a bunch of Coco Melon soundtrack. It's the Coco Melon soundtrack.
No.
Wonderwall by Oasis. I Want You to Want Me by Letters to Cleo. Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. Phenomenal song. Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. Dreams by the Cranberries. Phenomenal choice. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Excellent. And Yellow by Coldplay. Oh, Jesus.
Lightning Cruiser isn't a convertible. I was just because for some reason Out of Touch came to mind, and I was like, we're in the 70s. We could play that and just like have have the roof down, wearing 70s style clothes.
But no, yeah, Luke's laying on his bed.
It's a convertible. He just has like a little bit of a thing going over the top.
Right.
Yeah, he's laying on his bed. He's listening to the mixtape he made for Marcus. Also, thank you, James, for considering it to be stellar. I like to think that I have pretty good taste in music, and by extension, Luke does.
Oh yeah, but you were definitely in pain. I could tell by those choices. Meanwhile, Jiraiya, Charlie, and Hiera are watching cartoons.
Sure, yeah, that's what y'all want to do.
Yeah.
What are y'all watching? A version of Shrek where it had like an animated TV show like Kung Fu Panda?
Yes. They're watching Gazort.
Yes. No, we're not watching. It's like, just Saturday morning stuff or whatever Jiraiya wants to watch.
Jiraiya,
really? Me and Hiera ain't really watching it.
They're just watching anime. It's like the Saturday night like anime.
I'm gonna make a PNG of like a big pixelized square so I can just throw whatever things.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So yeah, y'all just watching something random that Allie downloaded back when y'all were in the TMNT world. Just some random shit. It's what is it? It's the TMNT knockoff, but they were sharks. What is it called?
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks, yeah, it's Street Sharks, but it's good, not bad.
It's good.
Do we still all need to be like seated when we come to stop? Like that was like in one of the first episodes.
I mean, so that was more or less like because like Orion was like beelining it. Allie has learned to ignore Orion's requests, and it's gotten more sci-fi where she is.
It's smooth.
Yeah. It's sci-fi. It's just smooth unless like things get crazy. But Orion was just like beelining
Yeah,
without a care
testing,
for y'all because he
making
was like,
sure.
"Oh, I'll be okay, whatever happens."
Yeah. Y'all better fucking put some seatbelts on.
Okay, so we could
Slams
technically,
into the dash. What did I say?
if anybody wanted to be like in the simulation room training or doing whatever, they could be doing
Yeah,
that.
training.
Yeah.
Computer.
So yeah, y'all could. Now, if there's any times where it's gonna be rough entry, yeah. But there is always this wave of feeling when y'all enter a new world. Y'all have gotten used to it, so y'all will know the exact moment that y'all have entered. Which so Allie comes on the PA and says she is patching through a friend of y'all's.
Is it Jason?
Oh no.
No.
She says, "All right, everybody, listen up. This is the PA system, and I'm patching through a call from a nearby friend. We just went through the universe, and now we can have direct calling." And then it just stops ringing. You hear a click. "If y'all don't get your rainbow-colored freeloading candy asses to this goddamn city and kill this monster with your tokusatsu robots, I will shoot Carl." And then y'all hear faintly in the background, "Oh, but I have the temper." And you just hear, "Shut it, Edgy the Hedgy." Now, where was I? Oh yeah. "Where the fuck have y'all been? A few days y'all were supposed to be gone. A few days. Now hurry up before innocent people probably start dying." And then you hear a click.
Love that guy.
He doesn't sound like he's trying to manipulate us into being on his team. I can say it's not a well thought out like ruse if that's the case. It sounds like he's legitimately in panic. And
Yeah.
like it doesn't seem like some like Machiavellian like villain who's like, "Hey, I need your help." It's he's unhinged and he really wants us there. And did y'all hear that voice in the background?
Oh yeah, Luke's immediately shooting out of bed.
Upside down.
I mean,
Shooting
listen,
what? You're shooting what?
I'm shooting out of bed.
Oh.
He's jumping out of bed. Anyways, he comes out of the med bay.
Hey, what's your assessment of that? Where you? What's Luke? What do you think? What do you think, guys? That sounded pretty crazy.
I mean, I one way or another, think shit's happening. It sounds like.
You heard that voice in the background of the call, didn't you?
Yes, I heard it.
I think we're gonna get through this no matter what. Remember, we're Power Rangers.
Yeah. We'll deal with it, whatever it is.
Allie, threat assessment.
Well, it appears that we are Orion is pressing the gas, and we are heading to that Earth as quickly as possible. From what we can tell, yep, there is a giant monster, and from what we can also tell, Lone Ranger does not have a Zord, which is why he is in panic. Apparently, they've just gotten very lucky and have been able to kill them before they drank the Balbin extract, which I'm pretty sure is just liquor, which is weird.
Do we have any information on the giant monster that they're fighting?
Not quite yet. We are still a bit of a ways out. Once we get closer, maybe we can have something. But I suggest all of you get suited up and ready to go.
Suited up, as in it's Morphin Time.
Yeah. Morphin Time.
Companion convert. Yellow House Cat Ranger.
Magic sounds.
Magic sounds. Ethereal tabby comes floating over to me. Yellow
Yep.
suit appears. Oh, yeah, feel energized.
Yeah. Tap into the Fury, Nature Fury, Pit Viper. There.
Okay. And Javi.
He doesn't know what to say. He's just gonna say it's Morphin Time. And Morph. Oh shit! Hold on, I forgot to change my token. Forgot that's something I have to do. Bam. Just gonna keep it classic.
Since we're not going to be getting help from the Life Force Rangers, Hayakawa, Jiraiya, are you guys going to be joining us on this?
Hayakawa says, yeah, if things look pretty dicey, I will come down and Mega Winger. But however, with the new Blast Megazord, there is room for all for 5 people. So, Jiraiya, if you would like to come and lend some assistance, I mean, it's the legs are the Frog Megazord after all. Maybe there is something that you could use that they won't be expecting. So, Jiraiya uses his Doron changer to turn into Ninja Black. I love that photo. I love the photo I chose for Jiraiya. I love it.
I do too.
Peace.
Hieta can fit. It has enough for 5, and there's only 4 of y'all. She could be the 5th person in the cockpit. Well, for now.
And she could have like inside intel on the monster once she spots whoever it is.
True.
Yeah.
But to protect herself, she is going to have to revert back. She kind of watched some things on her own time, and after seeing Charlie, so it is very Sailor Moon-esque as she transforms back.
Awesome! Oh my god!
Adorable. We love her.
And yet again, you hear the footsteps as
Oh,
he
thank God he's got his gear on again.
right, he comes down the stairs, and he's just like, "What do you mean I have my gear on? Are you afraid?"
Yeah, I told you that last time when you showed up without any
that's
gear
right.
on.
But yeah, so he steps down. He says, "I assume all of you heard the Lone Ranger, and it is now time to get ready. We are almost to Earth. I give it about 10 minutes. So make sure to prepare your Zords that you are going to take to fight the giant monster." So are y'all going to use the Blast Megazord?
Wait, I was gonna say, yeah, I was just about to ask. I was like, do you want to take the new one for a test drive?
It's always fun to test out new tools.
But yeah, if you are going to use the Blast Megazord, y'all need to change.
Oh, that's right. Morphin Time, Black Ranger power.
Go Galactic, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, go Galactic.
Cool.
Shifted turbo, red turbo power.
The nerd in me pushed up my glasses and was like, well, actually, it's red lightning turbo power.
I missed one word, okay?
Thanks for the reminder, Orion. That was almost a huge mistake. We'll never use that first dimension Megazord again.
He doesn't mean that, Brick. Calm down.
So yes, y'all are ready to call forth the Ninja Frog Zord, Bubbles, and the Red Lightning Turbo Zord. As the next 10 minutes flow by, y'all are in orbit, and y'all get a clear view of the action going on in Mariner Square.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay. This just looks like a fucking JoJo character.
I know, right?
Monster.
It's just a JoJo villain.
He's just like,
Raya.
Yada does it.
So y'all see from orbit that this giant monster is speaking to two tiny people on a roof, and with the power of sci-fi, you'll get a close look at the 2 people on the roof as y'all see a cowboy man and a red Psycho Ranger, as they appear to just be chilling, waiting for y'all to get there.
Sorry we're late, guys. Hope you didn't start the party without us.
Why are they just standing on the roof?
They're in a tableau.
I think the better question is, how have they been able to convince a monster to stay there long enough without attacking anything? Apparently, which, I mean, villains are very inconsistent in both multiverses, apparently.
I mean, we're asking too many questions.
I mean, it's grateful. He's practically done no damage to the city. He's knocked over a few buildings, and people probably died, but, I mean, this is great. Why would you complain?
No, I know. Like, Luke wasn't complaining. He was just saying, we're asking too many questions. Let's just go.
Yeah. So, y'all need to call your respective Zords.
We need Megazord power now!
Hell yeah. So, the Frog Zord the Red Lightning Turbozord as they all fall from orbit, and on the way down, they come together to make.
Hell yeah.
You all drop down, and now you're all in the 5-person cockpit. Javi, Luke, Charlie, Jiraiya, and Hieta, y'all are in the cockpit, and y'all are in the opposite direction. So as y'all come down and the robots start to come down, the monster just kind of looks up and then just looks at Lone Ranger. So that's them? Yeah, that's them. So I can start fucking shit up now? Oh,
Hey!
you see, well,
Sounds like
you
he's
know,
taking orders from them. It's like go get them.
I mean, you could, but I mean, y'all have heard about the big bad red bird. Why would you do that? The robot, I mean, it's probably gonna kill you if you fight back, but Birdman will set you ablaze and let you burn to death very, very slowly. You don't want that.
Luke,
Well, I'm just starting to think that perhaps maybe he's not going to do that. And I have been sitting here doing nothing this whole time when I could have probably broken some more buildings and easily squashed you two. Marcus, you want to say something real quick? Maybe like help me out, bro. You are walking away. Okay. Hey, but the giant robot's there, so yeah. Hey guys.
Hiera, what can you tell us about this guy?
That's Cole Scheiser. He's a bit of he's pretty stupid. But he kind of broads himself as a bad boy. He's also a tiny bit of a gunslinger. He has a revolver and a shotgun. But like I said, not very bright. So you could probably trick him like they did, apparently, very easily. He's not that hard to trick. I'm being serious. He is not the brightest.
I mean, we're probably gonna have to take him down either way. Because, I don't exactly think he's gonna be like, okay, guys, I just won't kill anything anymore, or I won't do anything anymore.
It seems like he's been doing that, and the other creatures, the other beings that we found from this dimension that work with the pirate people, some of them have been pretty cool. And I look over it here.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You're fine. They are bad people. I was raised by bad people.
So you're fine if we just kick his shit in?
I mean, it's not like we're family. I mean, we're kind of family, but it's also like I was gonna be in a forced marriage, and so no, I don't.
Yep, you know what? That's all I needed to hear.
Jiraiya slams a button at the top of the thing. Frog tongue.
Get him, 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 get him. Damn.
No,
Just not.
Jiraiya slams that button. And the tongue just it just kind of shoots out and then just drops after like halfway. So yeah, I've got this long frog tongue just sticking out now.
Like that. We're gonna trip on it.
Well, that happens.
Sorry. I knew it could do that, but I think I may have hit the button too hard. Maybe there's a build up for it. The tongue does start to reel itself back in. Maybe I can try again. And he tries to hit it again. He tries to hit it again, and it's saying that it needs more time to recharge. So unfortunately, the frog tongue that Jiraiya was excited to use is out, as that is a once per scene use. I might change that to 2, but for now it's a once per turn. So what are y'all? We are officially starting combat. That was a bit of a sneak attack on Jiraiya's side of thing. So okay, so he's gonna go first, and he is going to move up. He's going to go for toughness. Actually, hold on, wait. I'm gonna back him up a little bit. About right there. He's actually going to use his shotgun. He's going to try to shoot you. So that's an evasion of 19. Ooh, damn! Right on the nose. Okay, so yeah, he whips out his shotgun. He's ready to go to town. Y'all take 3 piercing, and the Megazord is knocked on its ass.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take away that -3. Y'all are shaking around, and y'all are thrown to the ground from the blast of the shotgun.
Wow, this new Blast Megazord is amazing.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out how to use it. Just give me a second.
In the fetal position, and the tongue is still slowly reeling back in.
Yeah, it is. So for his second attack, he is going to use his revolver. Oof. And y'all take another additional 1 damage. Y'all while y'all are down. So y'all have lost 4 health in total, and y'all are knocked on your ass, and that is his turn.
Okay. We got
Y'all's
this.
turn now.
Okay. So we get up. That's half of our movement.
Yep.
Okay. So we have 25 feet of movement left. You know what? Fuck this guy. I would like to just fucking punch this man right in the face. Is everyone on board with that?
Let's do it!
10, 15,
Right!
20. Okay, come on. Damn it!
Maybe don't have Luke do the rolls.
Yeah, let's see if someone else can actually get it. Charlie, do it.
Alright, man. Time to get fisted.
Oh no. Don't say that.
Sorry, again, I'm from the 80s and I'm still learning the lingo.
Oh.
Fumble. That didn't count. It was just to see if I rolled better than Luke. We're going with a 17. That was not canon.
It was not. So y'all can use a story point. The Blast Megazord does have 2 attacks.
Oh, we do? Okay, let's try again, and then that'll determine whether we have a story point or not. Okay. Come on.
It was in the stars that we would fumble.
The max on the skill die! Story point.
Story point.
Yes, story point. Jesus Christ.
This fight is going swimmingly.
Come on. 20. Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Joe, you're being so loud that it's like not registering.
Joe does that all the time.
I know you're excited and stuff. It's
so. How do y'all lay into this man as y'all stumble back closer to him and miss your first attack, but then you manage to lay into him again? Where do y'all punch him?
So what I would like to say that we do is because this is the new Zord to it, Luke tries to punch, just do a regular straight on punch with the left fist, and it goes wide. It doesn't quite hit him in the face, and so he rears the fist back and just hammer fists him in the side of the head.
It's his turn. You got up and close and personal. He's gonna get up and close and personal with you. You have a 22 toughness. He's going to use his claw strike that's on his left hand. That did not work. You dodged that pretty well. Seeing that, he's going to try to come back for another revolver hit. Y'all do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, yeah. Let's just do fists again, I guess. Yeah!
So, y'all do another additional 3 damage. Backs up a bit more. He is going to actually, instead, getting hit like that. Nah, he's just going to shoot you again with his shotgun.
This is his second move?
Yes. Oof. So y'all take another 3 damage, but this time y'all are not knocked on y'all's ass. So it's
Look, we can't take any more of these shotgun blasts. Does this thing have a mega attack or something?
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try that next time. We'll try that here in a second. Just patience.
I don't want to risk any of these buildings around here, but
I think we can handle it. I think we can handle it.
Y'all are doing fine!
Who the hell is that guy?
Marcus, how do you feel like watching your friend die again?
Oh shit!
You're doing great!
Watch out, cowboy guy! A red Psycho Ranger's gonna hurt you! He's right beside you!
Are you? Oh no, Marcus, as he gets on Marcus's shoulder. Charlie, stupid. But yeah, anyway, so it is y'all's turn again. So what are y'all going to do?
I break the glass in case of emergency glass, and then the knee goes up, kicking him out.
Just like the '90s movie. But yeah, I'm definitely adding that now. Another ultimate attack just to kick to the ball.
It just moves the knee up. Luke, what do you say we try some different stuff?
Go for it.
I look at Jiraiya and I'm like, you want to coordinate a frog kick?
You know it. Let me show y'all how it's done. So you're doing the frog kick. Is that what that is you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Since he is away, it can be. It's got within 40 feet, so you're good. So you're gonna have to target his evasion, and his evasion is 17. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. You get edge because Jiraiya is helping you with his frog wisdom.
Nice, and he knows a Frogzord when he pilots one. Well, yeah, sweet.
Apparently, Jiraiya is a horrible teacher.
It's been a long time since I've been in a Zord. It's understandable.
Stop judging me! Tries to continuously slam the tongue. Just use the tongue!
We'll get it next time.
I mean, you can always story point, or you have 2 attacks, so you can try again.
Story point. Oh yeah, critical success!
Hell
So
yeah.
you kind of crouch down as you can hear the springs in the frog leg starting to coil tensely, and then you charge forward, and then you just kind of turn into a drop kick, and you jump on his chest, and you hop off. And since you did a critical success, that will knock him back and down a bit, almost hitting a building, actually.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
But he does take 2 damage, and he is below half now. Definitely within killing range if the ultimate attack hits, and he is down, actually. So, is that how y'all want to end your turn? Do you want to move closer, or do y'all want to stay where y'all are?
What do you think? Let's step forward.
Close the distance, that way he can't shoot us.
Like, right there.
I mean, I'm gonna have the Zord move as close as possible. That way we're over top of him. If we can get as close as that allows.
I don't feel so good, he says in Japanese.
Oh,
I understood that.
Just Captain America. I get that reference.
Thanks, babe.
But it is his turn. Half movement to get up. So he knows he probably can't get away, and it'd probably make it worse if he tried to run. So he is just going to. He's actually going to use his chain whip. It has reach ×2. He's going to try to wrap y'all up so that way he can mollywop y'all. Your evasion is 19, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he failed. He's going to try again. If he fails this, I might use one of my points. If not. Yeah, he tries to wrap y'all up twice, and he just can't. And
Jiraiya's like, see, it's hard to use a move like that.
So he is very winded, and he knows he can't run. Running will probably make it worse after he tried to back up, and y'all managed to sock him in the side, making it a little bit worse. So that is his turn. It is now y'all's turn.
Let's hop back and do the ultimate move. I mean, Luke, are you want to do that? You want to like move action, hop back, power of turbo rev engine, ultimate attack.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Hell yeah! Everyone's excited. Like, woo!
We're all doing like little poses inside the Zord. Ultimate attack!
Let's show this asshole what our new Zord can do.
So, whoever wants to move the token, move it back a little bit. However far would y'all want to go back?
I did. It's time to turn this lobster into bisque.
Who's going to make the roll? If y'all are y'all going to rev the engine?
Luke's got it. I believe in you.
All right, Luke, you got to put that key in.
Yep. Luke pulls it out, flips it up, sticks it in the ignition. Vroom.
Yep, y'all can fear it purring as on your screens appears. Okay.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
Javi's like, all right, bubbles.
Yeah, you got this, fool. So yeah. Yeah, everyone's having a
Alright.
blast.
I feel
Y'all
totally
can-
energized.
Y'all can see throughout all the technology and the computers in there, red. It starts going through all the wires. Y'all can hear the engine revving up and purring. The frog legs start to crunch down. Let's see if y'all make it. Who wants to roll the attack?
I'm fucking
Critical.
tired.
Yes.
The
21.
dice hate me. The dice fucking hate me.
Yeah, never let Joe roll for the the ultimate attack ever again.
I'm like, wait, look! Before you push that button, I want to look
Yay.
cool in front of my girlfriend. And I push Luke out of the way, and I grab the controls and I slap the button.
So you slap the button and the legs start to coil, of course the okay. And then, the legs start to coil really bad. The engine starts to rev. Y'all can see the right hand just like starting to spin rapidly. You can hear the whirling, the red energy surging through the cockpit. You can see it, red lines just going straight to the hand as it starts to light up in a brightness. As then the frog legs just let go and the springs launch y'all forward as you rear the hand back and you just slam it right on his head, taking him down to the ground head first, and this updraft is created as you just completely just incinerate him. He is gone.
That was amazing.
And then involuntarily, against no one pushed these buttons, the Megazord just kind of just does a ape chest pound, and you just hear whoop, 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 whoop.
Can we say that like narratively that actually Luke, Charlie, and Javi slapped the button down at the same time?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, that's what y'all
We
want
all
to do.
three hit the button.
Y'all all three hit the button, and that kept the curse of Luke away. So, yep, the dust clears and the monster is gone. You all cheer in the cockpit. I'm gonna say that. So there's the three in the front. Luke's in the center. Charlie's to the left. Javi's to the right. Jiraiya is behind Javi. He is behind Charlie. As Jiraiya comes forward and just like starts high fiving everybody, and he just gives like Charlie a big hug from behind as everybody is like cheering on, and the Lone Ranger's just sitting there like, "Oh shit, they didn't die." Yeah, I knew.
It is amazing.
I knew y'all were gonna do that. Yeah, hell yeah. I had faith the whole time.
So Luke's gonna pilot the Megazord to turn around and come tong 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 tong.
Oh no, they heard me talking shit.
And like there's it is like a megaphone speaker. So do you two want to explain what the fuck's going on?
That is an interesting question. And yes. Now you wanna like put your hand out and you can take me to my ship and we can talk there? I feel like that's the best bet.
Why do we have to talk at your ship?
I mean, do you really? Now hold on a minute. I know damn well your big furry daddy ain't gonna let Marcus on the ship.
No. I'm not saying that like you guys come up to our ship,
Talk here,
but like why? Yeah, why can't we just talk here?
It's very public, and there are news reporters down there, and I hate the paparazzi.
I don't trust that.
All right, fine. I guess we could just air out our business.
Hang on. I would like to insight this man.
Okay, go ahead.
we know of abandoned buildings we could go have this conversation at. We even know where the Life Force Rangers place is, so we could go there. Marcus knows where it is.
I love Dr. Banner. He's a great guy.
I hope Jackie.
There's too many things happening. There's probably I'm just gonna say there's a bunch of reporters down here yelling and clamoring and stuff, and that's distracting Luke.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. More people are starting to funnel through as they are starting to cheer on the new Megazord, and paparazzi is showing up news reporters. There's even a helicopter now.
Listen, we'll go somewhere neutral, okay?
How about the Life Force headquarters? We can go see Dr. Banner.
I was more thinking the cabin.
That's the cabin of a dead man. Do you have no respect?
The guy
Marcus
that killed
does.
him is literally
Marcus had respect, and he's the one that killed him.
Yeah, so forget I said the cabin thing. I'm just trying to think of somewhere that's neutral for both of us.
Hey guys, I know of a warehouse with old technology that sometimes crooks try to steal from. What about What about that cabin that Marcus took me to, where he made fun of me?
We're going to one of the warehouses. Decision made.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty ass warehouses. All right, you'll feel right at home, Marcus. Come on, let's go.
Luke just reaches his hand out.
They hop on your hand.
Rush them.
There's a part of him that really thinks about it for a second.
Okay, so
over here.
Y'all are going to the warehouse district.
Warehouse district.
We fly off.
So you all get out of the Megazord, and then it immediately takes off to make sure to pull anyone else away from y'all, and then jumps up into the sky and dismantles and flies off into space.
Go get rested up, Blast Megazord. Thank you for your help.
Wrong one.
Bubbles did great. You should be proud, Javi.
He says, fuck, how would he say this? It's just like, they grow up so fast.
That is exactly
that's exactly what he would say.
So they get out before y'all get out. Marcus is just kind of sitting on some pallets, just kind of not doing whatever. And then he gets there and he's just like, oh, well, now I feel out of place. Hold on a minute. And he just kind of spins. Ah, that's so much better. Back in my own flesh and blood.
Uh-huh. So,
that's all you have to say after abandoning all of this for weeks, just about?
Listen, we didn't...
We had a Psycho Ranger on board that gave away all of our information. We had to get out of here to protect our...
Yeah, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna back up.
So, listen, we didn't exactly intend to disappear for longer than we... Shit happened, okay? And we had to get Hyperforce off of our tail thanks to you. So, we're back now. We didn't mean to be gone for as long as we were. We were just going to lay low for a few days, but that obviously didn't happen. I'm sorry that we took longer to get back than anticipated, but thank you for doing what you've been doing.
It ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't the first time I stuck around and helped out a lot of people. It is what it is. It was needed to be done anyway. I'm lucky I even came around to kidnap, by the way. Very sorry about putting a gun to your head and trying to kidnap you against your will, Mr. Jiraiya. My humblest apologies. It was just my job after all. But it needed to be done. That made me realize that the folks I had been running with weren't exactly the best kind of people. They have their heart in it, but they're making a lot of bad choices. Y'all made me see that. I almost got lost in it all.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we're square now.
So, you want to catch us up on everything that's happened while we've been gone?
Yeah, I guess I can spin a yarn, tell a tale of woe and sorrow and a bit of hilarity.
After y'all left, I thought everything was gonna go well, but then the monster attacks became too frequent and there were no signs of your color-clad friends. Except for one, for a while, Mr. Lion Man himself. I teamed up with him for a while, but eventually he too fell to his own depression. They all have reacted in funny ways, begging me to leave, shooting me, punching me, and just plain out ignoring me. But eventually I got it pretty settled, and then I went upstate for a while trying to figure out what they were up to. I think I may have followed a dead end while they distracted me from other things, and I was listening to my music playing along, and then Marcus over here tackled me, and he tried to beat me up, and I shot him in the head, and we had a long talk, and he started sticking around to help me, and things were going good until Dr. Banner had an episode, and Marcus had an episode, and they fought for a little bit. It was pretty earth shaking and pretty scary, and I thought I was gonna die, but everything worked out well in the end. And besides killing the monsters before they could grow giant, and then one actually decided to grow giant pretty immediately after he tried dismantling a bunch of cars because he wasn't very bright. And that's when things went downhill.
Right.
I think that's it. Oh, and yeah, but hold on a minute. One more thing. They're looking for you, by the way. One of them was sent out to try to find you because your mama misses you. She said she just wants to talk. So you might want to think about contacting your mother
Kiara?
and probably tell her that you got a human boyfriend now.
The hell do you know about that?
Nothing escapes me.
Guys, I call Orion and I go, hey, do a scan. I think Axe is still on board.
You talking about the Psycho Ranger that took over your ship and sent all that information out?
Yeah.
Well, I got it.
Well, not that it's any of your business, but she only just became my girlfriend yesterday. So how would you know about that unless you're just joking around?
I'm not joking around. I have a keen sense for these kind of things.
What the heck? It's like this guy's got like meta knowledge or something, and I don't even know what that is.
I've always had a keen sense for finding individuals that might be good for each other or sensing love in the air, which is not the only thing I'm sensing in this air, but
Anyway, Kiara, your mom wants to talk to you.
Yeah, she might want to do that. It's just I really don't care to talk to her. She was going to put me in a very forced marriage with Sam Bash, and I did not like that very much. I mean, he was cool. He had a cool bike, and he was a gunslinger, but not my type. Not in the slightest. Also, I didn't have a say in it, so even if he was my type, it felt wrong. But maybe I could maybe I should say goodbye, just for the sake of not leaving on bad terms so I can prove that I'm a better person and to be good, maybe show my mother how um to actually treat a person, especially your own daughter.
Whatever you decide, I'm behind you 100%.
So it's a thought. I mean, Orion will probably tell us no. So, I mean, if she just wants to talk, it'll have to be here. It's definitely not going to happen on the ship. Is that all they said?
No, I think she said she wanted you back up for dinner to have a nice heart-to-heart talk with everyone, especially your captain. But that's probably not going to happen.
I'll have to think about it.
So, with the big red bird in the room, I think a few of you might have some questions that I could definitely answer because I know his ass ain't gonna do it. Unless you want to make him talk, sometimes I can't. I mean, for God's sake, sometimes I can't get him off me in his sleep. Not that
Whoa.
insinuation.
Hey, yo.
Hold on a minute, partner. He has a bit of a sleep problem. He gets very punchy and very choky in his sleep.
I'm just curious to know why he stuck around.
Lone Ranger just kind of turns. Well, you're gonna talk. We're fine talking not too long after, and they show up, and all of a sudden, you ain't so talkative. Marcus just kind of sitting on the pallets. I came back because after everything that happened with Billy, it didn't work out so well. But I left my mark. He isn't gonna come looking for me. I came back because I wanted answers, but y'all were all gone. I couldn't get what I was seeking. And he told me y'all were gonna come back, so I stayed, waiting. I have questions for Orion that I need answered. It'll direct me to where I'm going next in my life. It's the only reason I stayed around. And now that you're all here, I can get my answers. And then I can finally leave.
So you just stuck around to find out what you needed to know.
You were expecting something different. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I don't know if I'm necessarily disappointed. And unfortunately, I can't say that I'm surprised. I wish I could, though.
Well, that only leaves one of us that are disappointed.
You know, you didn't have to stick around Lone Ranger and help him. You could have just waited somewhere else.
It was a better bet to ensure that I'd get to talk to your boss. I could have missed you if I was somewhere else. Better to be closer than to be further away.
And I'm guessing that beating the shit out of monsters just helped you blow off steam? No other motivation?
Well, with this particular condition, yeah, it does. After some analyzing, he's got to blow it off or he's going to blow. Literally.
Mm.
I don't know what's going on with me. Billy tried to figure it out. But I burned that bridge a bit too early. Whatever he knows, he's not going to tell me. If it was a threat to him, he probably would have done something by now. So whatever it is, can't be that bad. Potentially.
Something tells me you don't believe that.
Yeah. It's the feeling I get when I don't get to do a lot for so long. I can feel myself boiling, building. I can't help it. So at this point, either I fix it or I go. And I potentially take a lot of other people with me.
So you're hoping that by talking to Orion, he'll be able to tell you how to fix it? That's if Orion even wants to talk.
Oh, he'll talk. I got something that he needs. Some information he could use. He'll talk. He'll tell me what I need to know and put me in the right direction. And then I can leave and get out of everyone's hair.
I go up to Luke and I say, let's just go ahead and call Orion to get him down here so we can get rid of this loser.
Maybe.
If he wants information so he can get out of here, let's just give it to him.
Now, hold on a minute. I know you want to talk to him and everything and all that. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. A little old edgy to hedgy here has a bad habit of when he sees strong people. He has a bad habit of starting fights. The worst part is he doesn't know why. He says his body moves on his own and it builds like a rage. Now, if I were a betting man, Orion would probably, I don't know, throw him into a black hole or rip him in half. But I
Probably so.
don't think all that you want to see that. And as much as you want to talk to him, well, why don't you ask Dr. Banner how that went the last time when all he did was have an accident and you decided to get punch happy on a doctor who has a problem he can't control?
Okay, how about a phone call then? Or how about you tell us what you want to ask him and we'll relay the message?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I will speak to him directly or nothing else.
Give me a
You heard
second.
what the Lone Ranger has observed in you. Are you going to be able to control yourself and actually ask the questions you need?
Y'all can just see the Lone Ranger like doing the neck no thing as he kind of shakes his head.
I will manage. But I'm not going to speak to anyone but him directly with this information. If you tell him, he may not have to tell me anything at all.
If you're going to blow up, why don't you go somewhere where there's nobody that you could hurt and just go blow up there?
Charlie.
Marcus stands up off the pallets and just kind of looks at Charlie.
Say that again.
Marcus.
Oh, no, partner. Don't go doing anything you might regret. Orion's probably watching right now, and if you hurt his baby boy, he's probably gonna kill you.
Y'all can see Marcus's fist just shaking at his side.
Luke is going to grab Charlie's shoulders and put their helmets together and just, what happened to not doing anything rash?
You think that's gonna stop me? You don't know the first thing about Psycho Rangers with the colors you're wearing.
What is your option here, Luke? Marcus has taken a step forward and his head turned like a swivel, and he is now looking at you.
As Charlie chilled the fuck out?
Charlie's apparently in his liar and defender mode, which I don't remember him telling me he was going to do that.
He
So
fucking switches into that.
okay, so you are in your defender mode, and you have a red cape on the inside that Marcus can clearly see.
Come on, bull. You can't fucking see the color red, you fucking lame piece of shit. You know how fucking much red there is everywhere? You can't walk past a McDonald's?
Hang on. I think that we are glossing over the fact that Luke just tried to defuse the Charlie thing.
Lone Ranger, take off your fucking handkerchief. Everybody fucking put away your ketchup. This dude can't see red.
You know, I mean, he can see red. It's the fact that there's red on a Ranger. You probably should read Psycho Ranger 101. But I wouldn't worry about your cape. I'd worry about Mr. Four Wheels over here.
I apologize to Luke and I back up. But I stay in lion defender mode.
That. And
Kiara is bunching my cape up behind me to kind of like hide it behind my back.
100%, yes. 100%. 100%, yes.
What's going on back there? Oh,
Jiraiya and Hoppy are going to step forward because they don't like what's going on.
Anyway, I apologize to Luke and I back up, but I stay in my defender mode.
Okay. Luke's just going to look at Marcus.
Okay.
Demorph. You said you could handle yourself in front of Orion and you can't even tolerate seeing me in red. That's not looking good for you.
Oh, I could tolerate it. I was just coming up with a good excuse to use after I bodied you. Only weak Psycho Rangers care about the colors of another Ranger. I got past that years ago.
Good for you.
You don't really think that I give two fucks. Remember our conversation in the base when I posed as Moreland?
I distinctly remember you calling me a coward.
And even now, can't stand up by yourself. Always have others to defend you until they die. And when they do die, what do? Nothing.
We dealt with things differently, Marcus. Everyone's different. I regret that I didn't do much, that I didn't do anything. But I can't change what I did, or didn't do. What I can do is what I'm doing now, and that's trying. I am trying to understand, and I am trying to help.
At hearing that, I demorph. Sorry, I demorph.
From Lion Defender or just in general?
Just completely. And I'm like, I feel ashamed.
Jiraiya, kind of reading the room, does kind of step back and then tries to get Javi to demorph. I don't think Juan would demorph, though. I think Juan would just want to fight Marcus.
Tabby's there to help calm Javi down, to help with that.
Javi to demorph. He hesitates with the white dino, but he does not do it.
The white dino's like, don't listen to your friends.
You see your friends demorph, and then you look back, and for some reason, Pedro's there now.
Love that.
What are y'all looking at? I'm just trying to read the room. Everybody looking all nice and clean. You're not helping. Maybe. But I look good.
But what triggered me to do that was Luke still maintaining hope rather than anger, and me being reminded when Luke said, "I'm just trying to understand." It was like, oh yeah, that hope that I don't want to give up on. Like, there's something about this guy pisses me off, but I gotta remember.
Okay, so that all happens. What's happening? How does Marcus respond?
Low Ranger just kind of shoulder stiffs him.
No. Come on now. You really afraid? I mean, technically, they've already seen the true you. This is nothing more than a disguise, just like me. I ain't real. I'm all in your head. They can't see me.
Such a fucked up thing to say to a guy. Hey, we can see that guy. Bro. He's fucking with you. You know that. You're smart enough to know that.
So how about you say, put on your costume. We talked about this. It ain't so bad. It helps you blend in a little bit. We can go downtown. Go to Carter's, have a nice meal. I hate Carter's. Ah, you love Carter's. Don't do that shit.
Marcus takes, which y'all can see, is a deep breath, rolls his shoulders back, throws his hand up in his face, and then as if he's just grabbing this red energy, he pulls it down, and sure as shit, a man before you stands with short red hair, kind of curly, some facial scars, a black undershirt, a red jacket, some black pants, and some black boots. Jiraiya just behind Luke, listening to Javi's ear. Why did I still feel like he was going to turn into a bird person, though? This isn't what I was expecting was underneath this at all.
I don't know. I just kind of thought he was the bird person the whole time.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, from what we understand, he is the bird person. This is more like a disguise, so he blends in.
While all this is happening behind Luke, Luke is just like ramrod still.
What's the matter? Feel like you look like you've seen a ghost.
You know damn well what's the matter.
Kind of a sinister smile goes across his face. Oh, don't worry. It'll all be alright. Just like a ghost, I'll be here nor there, and I'll be gone. So all of you could take a good look. You're never going to see this again. You know, partner, I know you made a big deal about what you look like, but I mean, have you seen Studio Ghibli, Charlie? Now, if we're all done and we can all get along together, we do actually need to form some kind of plan. And I think we could all come to a pretty good conclusion that if good old Marcus here, as he shakes his shoulder, helps out with everything, maybe then Orion will be obliged to tell you what you want to know. You get to blow off steam so you don't blow up, and then Orion will see that he does not have to snap you in half like a Kit Kat, and he will tell you what you need to know. And at that point, I'll be free so I can go with you. But Marcus puts his fingers to his temple and looks like he's frustrated as Lone Ranger says that he'll be free so he can tag along with Marcus with his journey of self-discovery. Maybe y'all can form a plan to deal with the pirates, and in return, if Marcus decides to stay and help the pirates, Orion might then be obliged to help him with his problem because it's probably not going to happen right now.
Well, before we do anything drastic to the pirates, should Kiera try to talk to her mom?
I mean, y'all are just coming up with the plan. She can always contact her mom. Yeah, Lone Ranger is basically saying, come up with a plan to set in place to finish it because, and also talk about other things like the Life Force team and getting them back together again potentially, or if y'all are going to be all on your own and it's just going to be everyone in the Dimension Storm team plus Lone Ranger plus Marcus.
Well, we can stick around and work as Rangers while also reaching out to the Life Force Rangers to get them back into action. While you work alongside us and prove that you're not. I don't know. This is weird.
I think that's a good idea. We try to clean up what we can. Hedda talks to her mom whenever she talks to her mom, if that's something she wants to do. You guys help out. So Marcus looks better in Orion's eyes. You guys can have your conversation. Luke's trying very hard to just look at the Lone Ranger now.
Is Orion listening to this conversation?
Probably. You want to find out?
Yes.
So what do you do?
Bleep, 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 bleep. I get on my communicator. I'm like, hey, Allie, have y'all been monitoring this whole situation?
You could say that.
All right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you for answering my phone call.
No problem.
Bye.
So does that work for everyone? We stick around, we deal with the pirates, Hedda talks to her mom, we try to get Life Force back on their feet. If they help us, they help us. If not, at least you two. So we have backup. We take care of the threat. Maybe Orion wants to talk to you.
I need solid proof that he's going to talk to me before I do anything.
Luke's just gonna fucking pull up his communicator. Hey, Orion.
Yes.
I'm sure you've been listening in on this entire thing.
I have.
You gonna give an answer?
I have some potential things to add to it. That is, he has to do things in which he is ordered to do. He cannot, per se, threaten innocent civilians. He cannot murder someone just because. And any form of outburst that would harm or hurt any of you in any way, well, he won't be able to make a deal because you know what will happen. If he agrees to do things as told by you or myself or anyone else, then yes.
So you agree to play nice, and you get to talk to Orion. Is that fair? Because I think that's the best deal you're getting.
Fine, I'll do it. Then we have a deal. I will look up some things and see what I can find. I already have a few ideas. The Lone Ranger, if you would be so nice to send me what you've gathered on the situation, that would be of a great help. So that way, by the time this is over, I can give him a solid answer of where he should go, or if he can be helped at all. Yeah, I can do that. Then we have a deal. I suggest all of you get moving. The call ends. That's resolved. What are y'all going to do now?
Since Hera is uneasy about talking to her mom just yet, I really want to try to locate Lion Man. And I'll turn to her and I'll tell her, like, I really want to find my friend Carl. Would you mind, like, coming with me as I look for him?
She nods. She's like, "Yes, we can do that. I'm in this form, and my family's never seen it, so this will be easy."
Awesome. Thank you so much. Does anybody have a lead on where Lion Man is? Lone Ranger, you said you'd worked with him for a little while, right?
I have all their home addresses. I went outside their houses and I would scream for hours until they reacted.
And how did that work out? Because I was thinking about doing the same thing.
Jackie shot me, Troy punched me a lot, and Benjamin begged for me to leave, and Carl stopped doing anything. Oh, I haven't seen him in like weeks.
I put some choice words in there.
I mean, I used words when Jackie shot me twice, and Troy started beating me up. In fact, I didn't even go to Troy's house. He would just see me coming down the way, and he'd chase after me, and I'd have to run away. So, I guess, where do y'all want to like plan this out?
Could we all be together, or I feel like we could split up and take on, like, talk to different people.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan, but we need a plan first. We can't do nothing without the plan. I mean, we talked about it, but we need to like really talk about the pirate situation.
Where have they been attacking at? What's been their move?
Everything around here and a few places upstate appears they're preparing for something, and it don't look good. Think the Earth is going to be used as some sacrificial lamb of sorts to revive some destructive god.
Okay.
Before we talk about pirates, we've got to rally the Life Force Rangers, because then we'll at least have allies in our altercation with them, with the pirates. So step 1, get the Life Force Rangers back into action. Step 2, then we start dealing with the pirate stuff. Unless they attack a city, then we jump to action, knock out whatever monster we're dealing with.
As far
All
as
right.
as far as dealing with the Life Force Rangers, I know you said you wanted to go talk to Carl, so you and Hera can go talk to him.
Well, I think it's better y'all just handle that. They kind of don't like me anymore, and I don't think taking Marcus would be the best idea, seeing as he killed basically both of their friends.
Why don't we make 2 squads, like one that's like Life Force Rejuvenation Squad, and then one that's like Monster Detail. And you guys can be on Monster Detail, since y'all like beating up monsters, and the Life Force Rangers don't want to see you.
Makes sense. If anyone else doesn't want to talk to people all the damn time, I guess you can come with us and fight some bad guys.
Plus, you guys are going to need a babysitter.
I do not need a babysitter. I babysit Big Bird.
Big Bird.
What have I told you about calling me that?
Like from Sesame Street, fool.
How much do you value your life, Javier?
Very little. No.
My dino power!
Yeah, it's just like, J-Man, why do you say that? Like, what dino?
I roll a d20 to see how crazy I go.
Because you're laughing at Marcus. Marcus is just following you with his eyes.
Yeah, but if Marcus does anything to threaten him or put him in danger, he doesn't get to talk to Orion.
So I think that Charlie and Yetta and Jiraiya can go deal with the Life Force team. I might pop in every now and then to see how they're doing since I can relate to what's going on. And I will also travel with Monster Detail, potentially maybe sticking around and making sure things don't hit the fan might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a no-go for me. Stick to your side of the lane. Don't come near me.
So you don't want me sticking around?
We don't need you.
Need and want are two different things.
I do not want you around. Take the fucking hint.
Hey, listen, Luke is our leader, and if Orion's gonna listen to any one of us on if he wants to have a face-to-face with you, it's gonna be Luke. So Luke needs to monitor you firsthand if you want to talk to our boss.
All right, that's fine. I mean, what are you gonna do? Stand on the sidelines while we do all the work? I guess it can't be that bad.
So we're settled then? I pop back and forth.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. I guess we can break. We'll go around checking around the city looking for everything, and then y'all can start talking to the teams. I would check on Carl. I know he's alive, but I had stopped going by because he stopped coming out, so he may have waited. I'm not saying he's dead in his bathtub, but I mean,
Jeez, don't say that. I just run off. Come on, guys, let's go.
and there he goes. Good old cat boy.
Imagine Hieta would have gone after him.
Yep, immediately gone after him.
Andrea's like, I guess y'all volunteered me into that group, so I will follow them both.
What if I wanted to fight monsters, huh?
Do it. We don't need you, Jiraiya. Well, we'll get distracted
Listen,
if
Javi's not good at talking. Javi's better at punching things.
How about
So
this?
he's on Monster Detail.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna hang out with the cowboy and Big Bird.
How about that? I come back and I'm like, listen, Jiraiya, I don't want to get distracted, so it'd probably be good if you kept me focused. If it's not just me and Hiera on a task.
Fine, I'll stay with you guys.
With Mr. Nashville Hot over here.
You bet your sweet ass I am.
Oh.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ!
I jog back embarrassed, and I'm like, hey, can I get those addresses from you?
Hey, yo!
You hand you a piece of paper. Yeah.
Cool.
Can we, we could just link communicators.
Oh yeah, we already have linked communicators, but just in case they think it's some sort of trick and somebody's voice mimicking me, I'm just gonna show up to their house.
I meant with LR.
Oh, Allie already did that when I called her.
Gotcha.
Jiraiya's gonna head after Hieta and Charlie.
All right, Javi. You're hanging with the big boys now. Let's deal some damage, shall we?
Fuck yeah, he's gonna go ahead and more. As he says,
Also, it's Sunday, so make sure to get your rest. I know you got plans tomorrow.
wait, are we fighting monsters now or later?
He
No.
means the wrestling.
Oh, the wrestling. Oh, fuck yeah, that's right. He's taking home that belt. I'm taking home that belt.
Oh yeah, you will. It's a Mario time.
Wait, you
Right.
watching?
So if things look like they're going south, I guess call me. I'm gonna go with Charlie for the time being.
Will do.
Luke looks in the parking lot, and we're all just kind of like running back and forth, like, which way is this address?
I'm pretty sure it's this way.
We're gonna need a car.
As he leaves, Marcus turns to both of you.
I don't care how bad it gets. We do not call him. Ever.
I don't even like that guy. No, I'm playing.
You understand, Javier?
I'll call him if necessary.
You won't. You're not going to.
Are you gonna stop me?
Marcus just gets real close to you, and he's taller than you because everybody is.
Everybody.
And he looks down at you.
I've killed plenty of gold rangers in my time. You won't be the last.
Javier's like getting tense. He's like clenching his fist. I'm not gonna fight him. And he's just like, don't we have monsters to kill anyway?
Yeah, you're right. Real hard to communicate to people whenever you're fighting monsters. Isn't that right?
He's just gonna go back to LR and be like, so where are we going anyway?
Well, we're gonna go back to the ship for a little bit. We're gonna do some scans and see what the talk is, and maybe go on my path and my walk and see a few things. Check for rumors. Check for pirates disguised as regular people. Break their necks if they are. Even the kid pirates. I am not discriminatory. I will murder all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap him on the ass and be like, whatever you say, Cake Boss. No.
Look, I don't mind that, but you know who really loves that? You should tap Marcus on the ass.
Oh my god, that's a terrible idea.
He walks up to Market. No, no,
Marcus eventually does turn back, but something y'all are not aware of. Y'all will be aware of this pretty soon. The edge of the multiverse is cracking again. Orion sees this on the ship. He can feel it. It's about to open up again. Orion makes a very tough decision, knowing what the ramifications of this could be. Orion turns the ship on and prepares to leave the universe without saying anything. We're going to jump to...
Does Allie not say anything?
Hold on. We're going to get there. He's preparing to turn the ship on and leave. So, y'all are... Fuck, where are y'all at? Y'all are in here. The closest person's house is going to be Troy's, which is on...
We're not talking to Troy, we're going to Carl's.
Oh, Carl. So y'all are going the farthest part away to Carl's house, which is close to Palm Grove. So y'all are checking all the other side of town.
Luke's gonna try to call Lightning.
Lightning Cruiser picks up, but at the same time, and says the ship is moving, but he could probably still leave if y'all want him to come.
Definitely.
Please do.
So he gets off the ship, and he says he is pretty far out. It'll take a few minutes. He doesn't know. He says he's nowhere close to the Earth.
That's fine. Just take your time and get here. We'll talk about why they're leaving later. Don't let the others know that they've left.
However, on his way to get there, you all get every single one of you gets a message from Allie on your communicator at the same time. She says, "We're moving. I don't know why we're moving. He won't stop the ship. He won't let me stop the ship. He's moving. He's moving. Hayakawa can't get into the room. Something about the universe at the edge is cracking, and he's just going straight for it. This could be really bad because the time dilation could get really severe, and y'all may..." And then it cuts off. And then Lightning Cruiser shows up. Yay! Vroom. Elsie just kind of tells y'all what he had learned, that yada yada yada, they were leaving and all that kind of jazz, and he's not sure why. But all of you heard that message, if y'all would like to talk about it.
What was that? That's really scary. Allie sounded really panicked.
We'll deal with it when they get back. If they get back, but I feel like...
Does LR and everyone and Marcus know about this as well?
If you played it near them, yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, can I have just played it in my helmet so I can hear it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Then I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want.
Yeah, because if Marcus thinks that Orion's gone, he might not play ball anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna let him know.
Pins hobby to a wall, starts choking him out.
Listen, we'll deal with it when they get back. They'll be back. For the time being, we're not talking about it around LR or Marcus.
Fair enough.
Luke has a cigarette, by the way. He looks like ass. This man's face. I don't think ever, neither Jiraiya or Charlie has ever seen a man's face go from fine to absolutely just fucked as quickly as this has. It's bad. Luke does not look like he's having a good time. But he's just driving.
Give me one of those.
So you'll pull up outside the address of Carl's place, and it's a house.
Luke's just gonna get out. He's gonna pull in the driveway. He's gonna finish his cigarette, drop it, snub it. Charlie, you're probably a better bet than me trying to talk to him since he seemed to like you. I'm here for moral support.
Right. Okay. Charlie's trying to he's worried about Allie and Orion and Hayakawa, but he knows he's trying to shake off that he's scared for them, but now he's a little bit distracted. But he's like, what Luke said. Yeah, he's like, okay, yeah. He kind of shakes back. He's like, okay. And he goes and he knocks on the door.
Nobody answers.
Hey, Carl. It's Charlie.
Still no answer.
I pull Tabby out and I do Aura Sight on the building.
There is somebody in there.
So we didn't mean to leave for as long as we did. And I know that you and the rest of the Life Force guys are going through some stuff, but we really need to talk to everybody, and you're the first person that I wanted to talk to because you're my friend. Will you please talk to me?
Roll me alertness.
Damn, this sucks. Fred's alertness was so good.
So,
Charlie's is not.
Yeah, well, you did pretty good.
Oh, okay.
So you hear what sounds like rummaging around and footsteps approach the door.
Please. Please go away.
Carl, Lion Man. It's Catboy.
I'm not that man anymore.
You will always be Lion Man to all of us that have seen you as a hero before. A symbol of hope. And we need that symbol again. The pirates, the space pirates, we think that they're going to use this Earth as they're going to unlock something or they're going to unleash something. They're going to use the energy of this planet, which could do a lot of damage to it, maybe even killing it. This is endgame, Carl. We need everybody front and center.
I'm sorry, old chum. I don't have the strength in me to go on.
Can I kick the door in and just hug him?
He's right in front of it, but if you want to.
I mean, hey,
I'm gonna wait until he backs up.
hey, Carl. Listen, I, out of everybody on the team, probably understand the most of what you guys are going through right now. And I know it's really painful and very difficult losing people that you love. And it's especially hard when it's early on because you just feel lost. You don't know why it was them and not you. You don't know what the point is of getting out of bed. Hard to get out of bed, and it's hard to continue on with life like normal because life's not normal anymore because something's changed. And it fucking sucks. I let it stop me from doing much of anything for a long time. I let myself shut down, and I forgot what it meant to be a ranger for a long time. I lost myself. I lost my sense of being. And I imagine that's pretty similar to how you and the others are feeling. Pretty lost. If there's one thing that I have learned, it's that being active, doing something, anything, is better than just sitting in it. It honors them to continue going. You keep living, and you keep doing stuff, and you keep pushing forward, and you keep fighting, because they're not around to anymore. But if they were, they would. You and Jackie and Troy, you all carry their legacy. That's why you never stopped in the first place.
But even back then, before I knew it, Ed was still alive. Now he's really gone. And so is our ferocious leader. I had hope I would inspire them to come out of the shadows and be there for the common man, the good people. But now I see that it really doesn't matter. I ask you this question. What makes a man? 'cause I don't know anymore.
What makes a man is the drive to continue, despite it all. And don't say that it doesn't make a difference, that you don't make a difference. You have made countless differences in countless lives, Carl.
Honestly, though, too, feeling that pain and not ignoring it, not just soldiering on because you have to, but continuing to remember your lost friends. Because anybody else might come up here and say, like what I said whenever I first knocked on your door, that the world is ending, it's time to answer the call. But the truth is, why fight if you're just gonna forget who you've lost and lose yourself in that and in just being a soldier all the time? But it's like Luke said, you keep them in your hearts and you fight with them inside you, because that's what they would do if they were here.
Roll me. Yeah, persuasion, yeah.
There we go.
Roll
So-
24.
You rolled a 24. The DC was 15. Or no, it was 16. So you rolled over, you rolled pretty good, way over target. So hearing you say that, Charlie, combined with Luke's speech, but mostly you, Charlie, it would really just come down to you. We all knew it was going to come down to you.
That's fucked up. Because, like,
I'm sorry.
You gotta admit, though, Luke's coming from a place of actual knowledge of what Carl's feeling, and that hits hard.
Gave a pretty good speech, but fuck me, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
right, but we all know that, like, what you said is amazing.
It's
Because
good. I'm not knocking it, but we all knew that if anyone was going to get Carl back on his feet, it was going to be Charlie.
I just go, Cubwood. Cubwood.
So upon hearing Luke, but mostly Charlie, say those things, you do hear something, and then you just hear, well, I guess that settles it then. I think you should all go away. As a man, Carl Campbell will not be able to gather his strength and answer the call. He might want to try somewhere else. And then y'all hear very loudly behind y'all, but the man that is Lion Man will not back down from a fight.
Hell yeah.
He is fully morphed. He is Lion Man. He is ready to go.
How'd you do that?
Don't
Lion
push-
Man is master of many skills. Jiraiya's even confused, like, how did you? But
Huh? There's a Ferris Bueller style tape recorder in the house that was just playing all of his, like, emotional stuff. What the fuck? I knew you guys were coming back, so I set this whole ruse up.
he grabs you and he's just like, all right, Catboy, show me where those evildoers are. Those nasty pirate men. Those ne'er-do-wells. We will give them quite the molly-whopping.
Well, actually, Carl, we're part of the talking team, so we're gonna
Aw, damn.
so we're gonna locate the rest of the Life Force Rangers, and then we're gonna gather up with the fighting team.
Where's the fighting team?
I'm not gonna tell you. Stick with us.
Lion Man needs to punch something. Lion Man is full of
Okay.
rage.
Okay, you have contact with the Lone Ranger, right?
You mean that deranged lunatic that kept screaming outside of my house?
Here, hang on, King. I have a solution. For this because I also need to feel something in this moment, Carl. So here's what we're gonna do.
Fight Club.
Ow.
Tap into the fury, nature fury. Luke morphs. Hit me. Just fucking hit me.
All right, you asked for this. What's your toughness?
What's happening?
Luke needs to feel something in this moment. 18.
Oh boy.
Lions
Just-
roar.
Just fucking.
Let's see that critical success, Lion Man.
Luke's literally like, just
What?
fucking deck me,
Hold on.
Carl. Do it.
Hold on. It's what? It's 19?
18.
18.
This better not be a sexual thing.
No, he's like, fuck it. I'll let you hit me.
I'm re-rolling that.
He's
Yeah,
He
but
pulled
like,
his-
story
He would
point.
pull his punch. He pulls his punch because he doesn't want to fight a good doer. He wants to fight evildoers.
No, he wants to punch
No,
somebody.
he's like, you asked for this, friend.
God damn it, Carl! I want to hit Luke!
So
I
what
also
he
wanted
doesn't.
to happen.
This is
here.
he doesn't want to hit Luke.
Story-wise, what I imagine is happening is he like tries to hit him, and it's hard for him to, and he tries to get it, it's hard for him to, and he's building it up because he's like, "This is my friend, this is an ally."
Nah,
There
it's
we
not.
go.
I had another point. So yeah, he just kind of and then he rears back and punches you really hard. You take 2 damage.
That's fine.
You're also stunned because you took 2 damage and stunned it. No.
No, it's 2 types of energy, but it's 2 damage regardless.
It's fine.
So y'all have recruited Carl. Carl is on your side. He's ready to go to the next place. However, we have to cut to the very edge of the multiverse. On the far reaches of the multiverse, Allie is losing her shit as she is screaming at Orion. Hayakawa is still banging on the doors of his bedroom, yelling at him as to why he left and at all, and what could potentially happen to the team. Orion is in his spaceman chair doing spaceman things, flying the ship as fast as he can. As they get to the edge of the multiverse, I'm not going to shrink Allie down this time. I'm too lazy. Allie is basically berating him, telling him what the fuck, if we don't get back in time, that could cause big issues. They could have lived entire lifetimes. For God's sakes, they could be dead. And Orion just tells her, I will do what I have to. What does that even mean, you're going to do what you have to? That means nothing. They could be dead. Already be dead, I might have you. And we just left them there. Well, the Lone Ranger's there, and he's got a ship that can travel the multiverse, so they probably could have left and then chased after us. That's true. They could have. Potentially. I hope they're not dead. I really liked them. Like I said, I will do what I must. That includes things. But for now, we are here, we are on the edge, and it is on the verge of ripping and tearing once again, which means I should not have gotten as close as I did. And within that instance, the tear opens and the ship is blown away from the crack as it starts to tumble around. Hayakawa changes to Mega Silver to protect himself from the rumbling and tumbling as they try to station the ship. Damage was sustained to the ship, unfortunately, and Allie's starting to panic because it's going to take a minute to fix it, which means more time could pass y'all by, as Orion tries to calm her down and also worry about repairs as Hayakawa runs down to the main engines section to try to make sure everything is okay with Dulcinea, who seems to be mostly fine. They stabilize the ship as the robots are outside and inside trying to make the repairs, as Orion tries to get as much as he can from the unavoidable thing which he totally flew into because he's an idiot. And then, out of nowhere, as they sit there, just like Hayakawa, a person hits their front windshield. It scares Allie as she and then Orion's just, oh, hold on a second, we can just get rid of that real quick, as he tries to windshield wiper the person off the front of the ship. And Allie's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's a person! That's the same thing that happened with Hayakawa. Orion just sits there. Oh shit, you're right. So Orion goes outside to space and grabs the person and brings them into the med bay. As so Hayakawa, who's somewhat of a doctor, not the correct doctor to be having this, is starting to panic. I'm not a doctor. I mean, I'm smart and I know a lot of things, but I am definitely not a doctor, and I should definitely, not be here, and definitely, we need to go back. I can't help this woman. I mean, if it is indeed a woman, I mean, looks like a woman, but I'm not one to judge. People are different. And so, as this pink ranger lays on the table, Hayakawa starts to look at her. Allie starts trying to scan for live vital signs. She is alive, but it is not looking okay at the moment. As Hayakawa begins to berate Orion more, you're just gonna leave, huh? You're just gonna leave him, not tell him anything. Allie had to send out a message. You were just gonna leave, and it's we were just gonna leave them and hope to God that we made it back in time and that they weren't dead of old age by the time we got back, or if they left at all, which they could have left. And at that point, if they do catch up to us, or if they were incinerated in the blast that just happened, they're dead, and now we have to live with that because you and your deranged mind are so focused on this. I mean, yes, it's the way we could potentially get home, but why? You flew right up to it. You weren't thinking, and you fucking blasted us. And now look at us making repairs to the ship, wasting time, vital time. Why their life potentially just passes them by. What's wrong with you? I admit I may have made a poor call, but we have to know more. If we're ever going to get you home, if we're ever going to be able to potentially stop Billy, stop any threats, we could have potentially learned something that could just send the pirates home, and then we could get back to stopping Billy. You don't really care, do you? About 6-L324. You don't care. You were hoping maybe we could learn something, send the pirates back home, and then dip. I mean, you already made it clear that you didn't care about the Life Force team and what they were going through. It was just get rid of the pirates so we can leave. You're probably only allowing Marcus and even remotely trying to help him if you actually do help him because you want to leave as soon as possible, and Marcus might be able to make that happen. If you had it your way, you might be able to just throw Marcus at the ship and let him explode and kill them all, and you wouldn't care. Because it's not about everyone else. Things are pretty awkward as this woman starts breathing again finally on the table as she starts to come to consciousness finally. Woman on table, how are you feeling right now?
She is feeling bittersweet. She just had like a near-death experience and she had a vision. She's feeling very bittersweet. She did not accomplish what she wanted, but she was basically told to continue. And she is very irritated, bittersweet, and saddened.
Orion does feel this coming off your body to pull the attention away from himself, because Hayakawa just gave him a massive dose of truth, and he's trying to avoid that as much as possible. Orion can sense that coming from your mind, spirit, whatever which way you want to see it, as in an attempt to make something right out of what he's done and to possibly replace the B Squad. He is going to use some of his energy to stabilize your body and keep you relaxed and calm. And as he does that, you start to come back more and you feel yourself, anything that was hurting is stopping to hurt. You can feel your breath steady as more as it's not as hard to breathe. And you feel more conscious and are aware of your surroundings as your eyes open up and you are surrounded by a 7-foot tall white Batman, a silver Power Ranger, a cat, and a little pink and purple Tinkerbell.
Do y'all got some vodka?
Oh Jesus, another one. Vodka. You want liquor at a time like this?
Uh, it helps calm the nerves, partner.
I don't think you need that at a moment like this. I think you need to steady yourself and focus on getting better. I don't think you understand what just happened to you. And also I'm sensing that you were not in a good place whenever this happened. I think this event saved your life.
Did it save my life? Or did it just prolong the unwanted?
Hayakawa just kind of tilts his head and his Mega Silver Suit is just like, do you want death? Because I don't. She has to be delirious, right? Like, right? Right? You don't. You can't possibly just want that. Then again, I mean, things are pretty tough now. But do you want to die?
Can she demorph? Would that be a smart thing
E-
to do?
Probably not. Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not do that. You were in
Okay, yeah.
bad shape.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I ever truly feared death. I mean, what does it lead to? Nothing really. Just like this life.
Well, it's different to fear death and then just want to die. Like I don't fear death. I will do whatever it takes to succeed and stuff and help people out, but I don't want to die. So there is a difference.
How long have you been a ranger?
A few years now, I would say is a fair enough assumption.
Do you know the exact amount?
Probably like 10.
Shit. And you still got that good old golden heart, don't you?
I mean, I never lost it. I've always wanted to help people. It's how I ended up here. I was just a scientist, but I felt the call to action and I took it to help people.
Hmm. How old were you?
I was 25. My entire team was younger than me, still in high school.
Ain't that something? So where am I?
Currently, you are floating on the edge of my multiverse, and you had just been ejected from your own.
Well, damn. Ain't that a shame? I'm assuming there ain't no way for us to see what happened after I left my universe.
Your Earth from your universe and your multiverse probably got destroyed in the tug. At least that's what we can gather. Do you remember seeing white consuming everything and then blacking out?
I'm be quite honest with you. I don't really remember much. Only a couple things, but I don't remember that.
You can feel as if someone's pulling on your mind, but you really aren't in the state to stop it. You can feel the understanding that he knows what you were doing upon the time of your pulling of your multiverse. You just know that he knows and he's not going to say anything about it yet. Well, it might be different for you, but the two we found so far saw white consuming everything and then felt a pull and they blacked out. Woke up other places. You unfortunately ended up like Hayakawa here and were flown into nothingness. Our other compatriot Jiraiya was flown to a whole different world. Similar yet different. It is. You are lucky we came. Maybe
It wasn't for nothing after all.
I do have quite a question, though. Was I hit
Yes.
by a car?
You were hit by my ship.
That feels like just getting hit by a car, I swear. That's something, I tell you.
You're lucky that you survived.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And you survived a lot
Unfortunately.
easier than Hayakawa did. Hayakawa was in a coma for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then he finally woke up. Things happened. I'm scared to what will happen if you unmorph, but you seem to be stabilizing, and the energy I put into you is settling your body. So I think you can safely change now without the fear of death.
Alright, so you're saying I'm good to unmorph.
85%.
Okay, good, because I have been having a vomit since this whole conversation, and it's been kind of hard keeping it in, you know?
It is a lot to take in after all. You are a very far away from home.
Well, I think she unmorphs and then she just, like, pukes out water. I think it might just be the water in my lungs, to be honest with you.
You hear sniffing? That's not water. And you have a severe dehydration problem. We will be remedying that immediately.
It is water, it's just mixed with something else.
You
She
get the
vomits
feeling
again.
of, oh, okay, I guess I can just spill I can spill your life business out if you'd want me to, or you could just agree that it's not water.
I mean, it is a mixture. She's puking out stuff out of her lungs.
It would appear that is mixed with water. After all, you tried drowning yourself.
Well, I didn't know we were airing out everyone's fucking business here, did I?
Well, I tried to play it off as it was something else, but you insisted that it was water.
I mean, damn. It might have been the strongest alcohol out there, but shit, it has some water in it. Plus, with the salt water, it just, adds to it.
You were trying to drown yourself?
Alright, I didn't know we were gonna be all judgy-wudgy up in this damn place. If I want to be judged, I'd go back to Sunshine Entertainment.
Can we just put her under?
Why would I
like
need to be put under?
I like to imagine that that Allie is like frantically scrambling through the cabinets over here. Luke has it organized. It's very organized. And she's like frantically scrambling, trying to find the night drugs.
I think it would just be a lot better if you stayed under during the next part of the trip. You could get very sick very quickly, and I would rather to keep the water off the floor.
Well, that water is out of my system. I vomited it all up. There ain't nothing left to vomit except, bile. Whatever the hell the English word is for it. But I'm just saying, I don't understand why I need to be sedated just for your comfort.
It's not for my comfort, it's for your own comfort, because
Maybe I like to suffer. Have you thought about that?
you're making me suffer right now, and I would rather wish that you stop talking, because if you don't stop talking, I will throw you back outside.
Please. That's the least horrible thing you could do to me. I've been through so much worse than that.
Just hi, Colleen. I don't think you understand what you're dealing with. That is a very powerful man.
There's a saying my father used to say to me. And then she says in Chinese, "The swing of a sword cannot cut the mist from the sky."
I could.
Are you God? Wait, no. Are you am I in hell? Is this hell?
If this was hell, I wouldn't have let you in. But I guess it is hell, because for some reason I keep attracting people that have tons of issues.
Unhinged Rangers.
My only issue is that I never ever got to be free, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I see that. Here, against it's a rough time, you will have freedom. But however, cannot allow you to fully leave on your own, because if you did, you'd be stuck on one Earth for all of eternity until you died. We are trying to get everyone that was taken back to their homes, so you can enjoy things and do what you want within the confines of this ship, probably more freedom than what you've ever had according to your memories. But your help would be very much appreciated in the trials to come.
Well, let's not act like I really have any true choice in the situation we're at. Not
Well, you
only
do.
that, not only that, but me and you both know you went through my mind, and you already know I can't let certain things lie.
You cannot, but you do have a choice, and since you crave death so much, I can throw you out the airlock.
But that wouldn't be that fun, would it?
For you. Allie butts in. I'm sorry. He is very tense because he made a huge mistake and now things are going wrong. And he probably perhaps thought that maybe he would get another really good. I mean, you're great. You're fantastic. I don't know what he
Don't
saw,
lie to
but
me.
you look like a train wreck.
Yeah.
And that's not just because something bigger than a train hit you. You look like you could use a weekend away with the sun, a lot of sun, and potentially stay away from the liquor.
I mean, you ain't wrong, but also, do I really need to do that if I'm in constant pain? Like on the inside, not just the outside, just the inside, just a little bit to kind of, wash away the bad emotions.
Well, I have good news for you because you are on a ship that is probably the most powerful thing you've ever seen in your life. And we have all kinds of medicines and things to help speed along pain relief. And also, I can cure your alcoholism.
You can cure alcoholism?
Potentially. I was going to try to cure smoking habits on Luke, but in the math that me and Allie were running up would have fried his brain. So
I mean, if you think you can cure my alcoholism, go for it. I think I might still be a little bit drunk.
we'll see as you recover. I still have to run some numbers, but if not, we can just give you patches that'll quell it until you are unaddicted. But if I can do it, it'll take 10 seconds and you probably won't die.
Good to know. It's a probability that I won't die.
But in your state, it is probably still best that we sedate you for the trip because you are still heavily injured and your mind is severely concussed. Traveling at the speeds we're going to be at could potentially damage you further, even with our ship as advanced as it is. This will not only put you down, it'll also relax your body as microorganisms will help you further with your recovery a lot better than antibiotics ever would.
Also, I have a question. Were you able to, like, whenever you read my mind and all that crap, were you able to tell that I didn't have a spleen? Because I feel like that's very important.
Yes, I know you do not have a spleen.
Okay, good. Well, knock me out, doctor.
Hayakawa and starts an IV on you and then injects you with this stuff. It's very soothing. It's not like morphine where your head feels like it's going to explode if you don't breathe. Very relaxing, very calming as you fall asleep. And now we jump back to the Dimension Storm crew. let me paint a bit of a picture for y'all. So, and y'all can react. We're gonna wrap this up in like 10 minutes. So, y'all recruited Carl, and it's been tough with the other team members. Javi and the Lone Ranger and Marcus have managed to defeat a couple of monsters and tons of pirates over and over and over again. Things.
So would you say I
are
leveled
not-
up from home?
Shut up. Stop asking about level ups. Javi had a good comeback at Monday night, proving himself again. This time, since he feels as if he is going to. I'm getting to that. Shut up. As much as he's going to be sticking around now, potentially not knowing when they're going to come back, Javi signs a contract, and Javi will have to be there every Monday night, even if y'all need him. So that's fun. Javi really wants that belt, and I feel like Javi would not say no to a contract and a ton of money. It has been a week. A week has gone by as y'all have made no progress with the other team members. And you're starting to wonder if Orion is ever coming back. The Lone Ranger left in his ship to see if he could get any kind of communication outside of the universe, and nothing happened. He could not raise Orion, he could not raise Allie. He delivered this news to y'all, and all of y'all are together, and y'all can react accordingly for the last 10 minutes of session.
Wait, I want to know what Marcus does with that information.
Ah, you had to ask that. Okay.
God.
Okay, well, we're going to the.
I was curious if he knew.
Yeah, does he even did Lone Ranger, was he smart enough to just tell us and not Marcus?
No, he's not.
Oh fuck.
Goodness, I mean seriously.
So y'all are all in the big seating area of the Lone Ranger ship, the Copperhead. So Lone Ranger calls y'all in after relanding his ship. Y'all see his ship. It's called the Copperhead. It's nice. It's coppery on the outside, hence the name.
All right, look, I've got some bad news. I couldn't raise them on comms outside of the bubble of this universe. I tried everything. I don't know what happened, but the sensors say something big happened out on the edge. So it's a good possibility your friends aren't coming back.
I mean, with time dilation and everything, it's only been a week. Took us 2 weeks. I say let's not hang our hats up just yet on them coming back. Besides, we've still got work to do here in the meantime.
Jiraiya says, "So what happens when we're done and they're not back? What do we do?"
Well, we've got another multiverse hopping ship.
Yeah, about that. I only got 4 beds.
6L324's still got problems, right? I mean, I know we weren't able to get any of the other Life Force Rangers on board, but
Jiraiya's saying after we're done here.
what if they come back for us and we're not there anymore?
Well, we leave a message with the Life Force team and hope they pass it on.
So you aren't opposed to sticking around?
I mean, you gotta stick around, but at the same time, if you stay here too long and they just need a little bit longer, you end up having your life pass you by, partner. By the time they get back, you could be dead. Old age.
What I was getting at was not sticking around here. I meant it sounded like you didn't so much mind us sticking around on your ship.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I can't just leave you here to die of old age in case they do come back.
Now, of course, that begs the question. But I'm sure everyone's wondering, what are you going to do? And he looks at Marcus.
Now that depends. I could stick around and wait around to eventually die and take all of you with me. Once I've run out of things to fight, I am going to build and boil. It will be inevitable. If Orion does not come back, I will leave. Seek someone else out that can help me with my condition. I am not just going to stand around and wait. I give him a few months. And if he's not back then, he's never coming back because he died. And I will leave.
Why not stick around with Lone Ranger? He's your best bet at traveling.
Because he's going to sit around here and do whatever he feels is necessary in his heart. I'm not. I will leave if I have to. Even if I have to do it alone. I didn't need Billy. I didn't need the Cosmic Fury team. And I don't need the Lone Ranger. Especially now, since I wasted all of this time.
Making a lot of assumptions about wasting time. You don't know it's wasted.
How dare you tell me about wasting time?
Like I said, I can't change what I did or didn't do. I'm doing something now. In the meantime.
Well, too little, too late.
So you give him a few months.
And then I'm going to leave.
In the meantime, are you still going to play nice?
Maybe. Probably not. If he's dead, there's no point. If he comes back, I'll just tell him that I assumed that he was dead and the deal was off. I think he can understand that.
I don't think he would. I think he'd rip you in half, and we both know that.
No. Luke's got a point. He'd probably rip you in half. That's also if he's alive. Until they come back, we cannot know for sure.
Can you guys not talk like that, please?
Like I said, they'll be back. Time dilation's weird. It's probably just taking a minute. But they'll come back.
I look at Luke and I just kind of nod my head like, thank you for saying that.
Or the time dilation's worse than it is, and they're not going to be back in time until you're 76 years old.
I'm going to go
Like,
into another
after
room so
that.
I don't have to hear him.
Do you want to keep being a contrarian, Marcus?
Actually, I think I'd rather hit something. And I don't see any pirates around.
How convenient.
You know, Marcus, I hate to be that guy. I know how you like to throw your weight around and everything, but I think I'm just gonna say something here, and you can get mad and try to choke me out and all that fun stuff. But we both know what happened when you fought a certain person not that long ago, like maybe 2 weeks ago now. Someone big and green, and how he mopped the floor with your ass. And don't lie, you even went Big Bird, and he almost ripped your wings off. I will go to Dr. Banner's place, and I will poke him in his sleep Pissed in his cereal. Don't make me do that, Marcus.
Marcus then just kind of turns around and walks down the stairs and leaves down to the other part of the ship.
Now, anyway, it'll be about $50 a night. So, go ahead.
I was about to say, how much money has Javi acquired from the wrestling at this point?
From the contract, you signed a
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah, that's yes, J-Man.
You haven't gotten your first paycheck yet.
Damn, I still have money from the last time though.
Only been a week.
So
I do
it's
too.
$50 a night per person. That is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 a night. I will take the
350, 350 for a week.
Wait,
Got
are
it
you
wrong? Why would you correct it?
are you joking? Is this a joke?
I will also have to take the first 3 nights in advance, and there's also a pet fee.
Time out. Are you Lone Ranger? Are you kidding?
Why are y'all surprised? Orion was just letting y'all live there for free?
Yes, we
we're-
paid and getting the fuck beaten out of us on every week.
Wow. Somebody isn't a visionary as much as I thought he was, but yeah.
What do you
I will
even
take-
do with the money?
Yeah, this shit doesn't run on hopes and dreams. I heard that fucking speech you gave to Carl with your hopes, and all he cared about was Charlie.
We're helping each other out here. And you don't have enough beds for all of us. So I think it's a little unfair.
The couch is kind of comfy. I got that on a deal I had out in Dagobah system.
That's from
Drop it to half.
That would be what, 125? 225? I'm not good at math.
175.
200.
185.
$10 million.
Javi's like doing the math. I'm gonna have to wrestle so much for that.
Luke just crosses his arms at the Lone Ranger. 185.
185 and a quarter.
185 and 25 cents.
I said a quarter.
Luke pulls a quarter out of his pocket and hands it to the Ranger.
All right, now I just need the other 185.
Hold on. I'm gonna hand him 185 because I have like $400 in my pocket.
You're paying this dude shit. I won't fight this guy.
So you hand him. You have 180. You hand him 185 along with the quarter.
Yeah.
All right, 185 and a quarter, and he's gonna hand the 185 and the quarter back to Luke.
I have $225.
Was this
All
just
right.
an elaborate ruse to rob me?
What?
All right, I need groceries. Go buy groceries and keep the rest.
Oh.
Why did you
Why
just
didn't
say
you
that?
just ask Bobby to buy groceries?
I mean, I can use your rent money however I like.
All
With
right.
my money.
Okay. Yep. Yes, sir. I'm going to buy groceries. Anything specific that you need?
I have a list. I'll give it to you. Also, you don't have to worry about paying rent. I just find it really funny that Orion doesn't make you pay rent. The couch is very comfy. The only thing I have to say is don't touch foods I mark with my initials or I will shoot you. And also, please don't stain the couch. I won that in the gambling rink out near Dagobah. And let me tell you, that man with the cape was one hell of a gambler.
Gotcha. Understood.
Looks in the liquor cabinet. Everything's marked with his initials. Luke, I think we're gonna need some liquor.
It's mostly tequila.
Yeah.
You have like you look at it and then you go to like smudge off the initials and you just hear the cocking of a revolver next to you.
Yeah.
It just.
What are you doing, partner?
I'm just cleaning this bottle, sir, and putting it back.
That's what I thought, partner. But anyway, so he's like, yeah, just get these things for me, and y'all can come back and go as you please, and you can teleport here so it's faster, yada yada yada. May the power protect you. Don't use it for bad things and all that bullshit. All right, now I'm gonna go do some stuff and put a message out on repeat, so in case your friend is alive, so that way he can hear it and know how old y'all are. I'm gonna lie and say y'all are 75 and make him feel real bad. It's gonna be great.
All right, you do that.
No, it's we're cutting off here. Next session we will start with potentially them coming back. No, they're coming back. I mean it's obvious they're gonna come back. So Julie's gonna be y'all are gonna meet Julie. Everyone's gonna come back. Y'all can not be scared. And then it's been a week. So next week we will have Julie come meet everybody on the team, and then it's time for Monday Night Raw.
Hell yeah.
You got a contract and you're really popular. They were really glad you're back. They're paying you a lot of money. So every Monday night, Hobby's gonna be swimming.
Like,
Hell yeah.
women are like,
Like if they weren't gonna come back for a while, Hobby could buy a mansion for y'all to just stay in.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Javi's the main breadwinner, and when I come home, I expect dinner on the table. No,
Hey, I mean, Luke's no Hayakawa, but he can cook.
Just Charlie like looking like a distressed mother with an abusive father. If nothing's right, he's gonna be so mad.
No, he's just his mom. He's become his mom. No, okay, so cool. Yay.
Yeah, Julie got introduced, and y'all will meet her next week.
I love Julie.
Love her.
It's going to be chaos pandemonium when more of these characters collide, because Marcus likes to throw his weight around. The Lone Ranger is unhinged as always, and it's just going to be a good time. But hey, we get to have a break next week
no,
with
guys.
some wrestling, so that's going to be fun.
Yep.
I'm gonna have Hobby fight Chuck Norris.
Oh god. Well, obviously he can't win that. Chuck Norris is gonna win.
The
Yeah.
eyes of the ranger are
I'm gonna-
upon you.
It's either that or I can have
you do, he's gotta see.
I can have Hobby fight Kevin Von Eyrick, and he can get Iron Clawed.
Oh god.
Man,
Don't do that.
this is
But
all
no.
where there everybody's okay.
Yep, where they all live.
Where they all lived.
Anyways, I guess we're done.
Yeah,
Obviously.
we are.
We're all fucking grown adults. Fucking.
That was a good game. Sorry I got so frustrated with Marcus. He really gets under my skin.
That's
the
why
point.
that's why Luke was like, "Hey, what happened to this?"
Oh shit! Sorry.
I know.
It's so
I was
easy to
like,
forget.
I was like, I was like, I really shouldn't fight him. I know that.
Easier
that.
said than done. Easier said than done.
That's
I know,
his whole
right?
character. It's supposed
then
to
I
get
was
under
just
your
like,
skin.
Maybe no.
The way Jay plays him and the words he fucking says make me lose my mind.
Eventually, y'all are just gonna be like, "Yeah, Marcus, we're gonna go here." They said you wanted us. They wanted you to go with us, and you have to listen to us. And there's gonna be an empty warehouse, and y'all are gonna morph, and y'all are gonna try to double team him.
Oh my
except
god, Jay, can I just have the Lone Ranger as like my like for the tag team?
Yeah, wrestling partner.
Yeah, probably. You just gotta
Just be
ask
like-
him.
Cool.
Hey, Marcus has to
The
has to fight
Lone Ranger.
because he's plagued with that weird.
I'm not taking Marcus.
He killed another opponent.
He
Y'all are
killed
just gonna
somebody
try
else.
to. Y'all are just gonna try to jump Marcus in a warehouse, like tricking him, and then like y'all are gonna get back all fucked up. And Luke's like, "What happened?" And y'all are gonna be like, Marcus is gonna be like, "They fell down some stairs," and y'all are just gonna say, "Yeah, we fell down some stairs."
We're so
And it's like, he's like, what about Javi? He's the most fucked up. It's just like, I fell down him twice.
I fell down him twice.
Orion wouldn't even try to stop him because Orion would just see it as you got what you deserved, and he's surprised Marcus didn't try to kill y'all. Marcus is just gonna beat the fuck out of y'all to teach y'all.
Bobby did fall downstairs in episode 3.
Like
Two or
Yeah.
three.
It was like 2, I think. God.
One of the first episodes.
Super
It was
early,
fucking
super
hilarious.
early on. Yeah.
It's dark and you can't see anything. All right, I'm gonna walk forward. Are you sure? Yes. All right, you fall down some stairs.
I'm a stupid bitch. I keep falling.
I lift the door.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all sure y'all fell down some stairs? Marcus isn't here, and then just Javi touching his arm. No, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah, it was the stairs. A long flight of stairs.
Why do you have burn marks too? Friction, fool! Don't you know?
The stairs are
I
on
learned
fire.
that in high school.
The stairs are on fire. No, okay, let's stop the recording at least.
Yeah.
Luke was smoking, and I happened to fall on his cigarette.
You're talking to Luke. He's the one asking
Oh,
you.
Luke's the. Oh shit.